ain't that nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. Yeah, told her I'ma keep it peak, come and get a P from me. And man, with the blick, I shoot the stick just like he shoot a 3. Hush up with that talking, he just capping, who the fuck is he? Push up with that glizzy, you'll get hit with the Glock 23. Taking just a blend, I'm in Fort Lauderdale at Eddie V's. PJ straight to Houston, cause it picked me up beside the sleeve. Bro, house in the CP9 ain't rated, we ain't tripping, yeah. Fuck whole journey plastic for the kids, you know I'm pimping, yeah. Jailbreak watch me open it, bitch up, look how I whip it, yeah. Try spot in the trenches, you can't come because it's wicked, yeah. Buy my bitch and keep all total stuff, I love them rats in there. I can't see y'all niggas too much smoke inside my atmosphere. Go y'all full of paper, weigh me down just like some gravity. Black truck full of shooters, when I pull up, they in back of me. Closet full of firearms, I hope the ATL don't come. I'ma cop another Charlie Sharp piece of the latest one. Drop the dance off and then I went and picked the doctor up. Exotic custom build, you know I had to spruce the chopper up. He ain't in rotation, he just sitting around that bitch press. At Taboo in Miami, yeah, we left that bitch a fucking mess. Went and bought 100p from Sack, that my side quest. How much money do we got for real? Bitches trying to guess. Million every hour, told my label, I can't go for less. C8, I just pulled up on and picked her up inside the vet. Yeah, told her I'ma keep it peak, come and get a P from me. And man, with the blick, I shoot the stick just like he shoot a 3. Hush up with that talking, he just capping, who the fuck is he? Push up with that glizzy, you'll get hit with the Glock 23. Taking just a blend, I'm in Fort Lauderdale at Eddie V's. PJ straight to Houston, cause it picked me up beside the sleeve. Bro, house in the CP9 ain't rated, we ain't tripping, yeah. Fuck whole journey plastic for the kids, you know I'm pimping, yeah.
Tryna stay away from that gangsta shit, but I'm still with it though. Still remember days the wheels robbing, skimming, bent belows. You ain't tryna shoot or tryna drive to find a different road. Told my youngest, let's go get some dope, they got an itch to scope. Tryna stay alive, it dies the system, but I'm fresh to death. Bitch ain't tryna fuck, I'm like I hate them baby exit left. Running up a check like every day, but I ain't catch a breath. Told the baby dollars coming down, but all they know is step. Finna hit the stage and go perform with my Glock 26. Answering my phone for random bitches, I'm like, who is this? Bro just hit my line, he gotta play for about 20 bricks. Ain't tryna fuck with me, I laugh it all like, yeah, you losing, bitch. Every time a nigga hit the scene, I bring the diamonds out. Better keep your bitch up on that leash before I fly her out. In the streets, I know that I signed a vote. I ain't signing out. Remember, I was broken, doing bad, but now I'm shining now.
Yeah, told her I'ma keep it peak, come and get a P from me. And man, with the blick, I shoot the stick just like he shoot a 3. Hush up with that talking, he just capping, who the fuck is he? Push up with that glizzy, you'll get hit with the Glock 23. Taking just a blend, I'm in Fort Lauderdale at Eddie V's. PJ straight to Houston, cause it picked me up beside the sleeve. Bro, house in the CP9 ain't rated, we ain't tripping, yeah. Fuck whole journey plastic for the kids, you know I'm pimping, yeah. Folks, she love the way my diamonds glow. I used to sack them niggas, sell them bitches at the corner store. The mama is a stain, she belong in a rodeo. I'm burning on the strain, this shit right here make you comatose. Don't give a fuck about no politics, I ain't gon' never vote. You know I pull up poppin' shit in foreigns like I'm 5-yo. I'm fucking on it bill for 60 minutes, that's your cardio. You know I got the hitmen in the circle like Sicario. Tequila, I just like it neat, I don't need a chaser. I'ma let the bitch shoot, ain't no need for me to chase her. Put that sour shit out, dog, you a bonafide hater. All these bags I got for sale, I get hellified paper. Got my wrists on commodity, shit cuddled by the president. In Miami, rockin' Casablanca with them rats heavy. Wanna be a boss, I can make you one, I get you ready. Up in Honest Rocket Voss, I made it rain like confetti. Told the wait you hurry up, gonna bring another round. Told my girl hurry up, bring a nigga 100 pounds. Got my gun and shopping with me, nigga, we gon' drip a drown. I don't need a bitch, I just need some strong and some loud. Long on the rental, cause we finna head out of town. She was detrimental, had to get this shit up off the ground. I'm too influential, baby, I be putting niggas down. I'ma blow the whistle, if these niggas getting out of bounds.
I'm high as fuck on the plane wearing a Prezi. Don't be mad cause I fucked your bitch, bro, she lit me. Just lost $100,000 watching and they sweat me. Woke up and pulled straight to Wi-Fi like protect me. $500,000 on the kit, the 308 protect me. Had to tell them country boys it's gon' get deadly. They thought we was flying in the scat, we in the 02 Chevy. 1,000 grams on the Cuban, this shit heavy. I wasn't looking for the lean man, he just met me. I got a bulletproof in my cars, they might stretch me. Lil' bro nailed something to the cross for a nick. Drinking reckless, I just eyeballed an 8 and I ain't measured. Bitch, I made my own $1 million when inherited. I told Money Man put me on the scam and shit. 5 years ago was riding around selling grams and shit. Now we riding around Patterson, 100 grand a whip. 762s, can you handle it? The pussy had a leg shot and died from panicking. It looked like you just went in Louis and bought the mannequin. And I just got a free brick from my Spanish bitch. It's her daddy in the cartel. 4 niggas on the hit, the whole cartel. Put so many hoes in that bitch, bro, the car fell. I just drunk a little deuce of Trisha, took a bar pill.
Told the wait you hurry up, gonna bring another round. Told my bring a nigga 100 pounds.
Profits. Right now you can save 20% off Truck Stop Load Board Pro for 6 months. The best tool for serious carriers. Don't miss out. Click the link in the description to get 20% off Load Board Pro for 6 months. Need capital to grow your business or cover unexpected expenses? Rock Financial has your back. Whether you're looking for a flexible line of credit, a fast cash advance, or tailored working capital solutions, Rock Financial makes it simple to get funded, often in as little as 24 hours. No hidden fees, an easy application, and real support from people who know the business. Ready to take your hustle to the next level? Tap the link in the description to get started with Rock Financial today. Wish insurance was this easy? With LogRock, it's like magic. Real coverage appears when you need it. No tricks. Get covered now. Click the link in the description.
Warning. The following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up? Come on in, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications. How's everybody doing this Sunday evening? Call-in show, highly requested. I know it's been a month. Quite a few people hit me up. When is the next call-in show? 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 Everybody got notification that has been asking. Said today. So we're going to see. Hopefully we don't got to go through this 20-minute buffer like we normally have to, and then everybody wants to call up at the 20-minute mark all at the same time and then get angry because they got to wait in the green room. So now is the time. So all those people, there's at least about 7 or 8 people that I told today that asked me. So now is the time. The sooner the better, because please, I don't want to be on here for 4 hours. I only want to take 3 people. Maybe spend 30 minutes to an hour with each person and go on about my Sunday night. So now it's the time. I'm going to pay these bills real quick. So if you are one of those people that requested to call up, first come, first serve. All right. So I'm going to pay these bills and hopefully, we get everybody lined up in the green room. All right. What I want to do first? Do I want to pay bills first? Yeah, let's pay bills first. Give me a second here. All right, there's a link in the description below. If you need working capital for your business lines of credit, working capital, a business loan, you need to buy a new piece of equipment and you need working capital, you need funding for that equipment. There's a link in the description for Rock Financial. Make sure you click the link. Tony and the rest of the crew over there in Rock Financial will take care of you. Make sure you click that link in the description and tell them Big Mark sent you. Also, commercial insurance. If you need commercial insurance, if you're coming into the business, you need commercial insurance. If you're up for renewal, shop around. Just don't let it renew. Always shop for the best deal. Link in the description below. LogRock. All right, LogRock. The good people over at LogRock are going to take care of you. Just click the link in the description below. Tell them Big Mark sent you. Come on in. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. How's everybody doing this Sunday afternoon? Let's get this roll call going. Shout out to Slater in the building. What's going on, Slater? Shout out to Box Truck Mitch in the building. What's up, Box Truck Mitch? Shout out to Day Party Experience. Day Party Experience, you didn't email me. So I didn't schedule it. I figured you didn't want no smoke. Day Party, I figured you didn't want no smoke. I didn't get your email. You didn't email me, so until you email me, I ain't gonna set it up. I ain't gonna just do shit in the blind, big dog. You did what I'm saying? Shout out to Roger Lacey. Shout out to Chris P. Shout out to everybody that's a part of the MGM gang. Kelvin Birch, MGM member. Shout out to Box Truck Buddha. Shout out to everybody representing the crib. What's going on? Shout out to Rich in Chicago. Do I need to do a Ferris drop? Y'all want a Ferris drop? All my Chicago people, y'all want a Ferris drop? All right, we're going to do a Ferris drop for all my Chicago people.
The Chicago nigga.
All right, go. All right, shout out to Valise in the building. What's going on? Shout out to Brainy Logistics. Who else we got? Shout out to Shark Life. Shout out to Chico Nichols. Shout out to Isdub G. Shout out to Talk with Walt. Who was that? AJ. What's going on? He said no, not Money Man and Rio. The fuck you know about that? Like, why y'all? Let me tell you, little middle American something. All right, let me tell you something, little middle American you. Let me pull you to the screen, you little middle American you. Listen, pay attention. I know more about music than you do. Just because I'm maybe almost 20 years older than you, I'm a connoisseur. Just like that guy that came up the other day, I knew more than him and he's a DJ. I know more than some of y'all little young cats. Just because I'm 20 years your senior don't mean I'm not up. All right? All right? Just be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Just be cool. Just stay in your lane, pimp. Shout out to Cole. What's going on, Cole? Shout out to all your MGM members. Chico said I watch your video all the time. And I subscribe. Appreciate you. Shout out to Dave. Oh, is that Dave? I know I seen Dave the other day. Dave done crept back over here. Dave took his little one month hiatus, but he knew he was going to find his way back. You know he was going to find. Hey, Dave, be on your best behavior, pimp. Be on your best behavior, pimp. Listen, I got a challenge for Dave. And make sure y'all click the like button, subscribe to the channel, post notifications, call in, show if you want to call up. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. Hey, Dave, I don't want to see no laughing emojis. I want to see if Dave can go a whole stream without putting one laughing emoji. All right, let's see if Dave can go one stream without just putting laughing emojis. All right, shout out to Superman. What's going on, Superman? Slater said they finna click the link. Slater, was you one of the people that hit me up early in the week or last week said you wanted to call up? You said about to click the link, finishing up grandma's lawn, 10-4. You know what's funny about the lawn? I went over my OG house a couple hours ago and her lawn wasn't cut. I say, Mama, where Migo? Migo and them didn't come cut the grass? She said, no. I said, why Migo? Did you talk to Migo? She said, since Trump deporting so many people because a lot of the illegal aliens was starting little lawn care businesses, there's an infusion of opportunity for all the Migos that were already here, that legally here, that a lot of their business got taken away. So they picked up so much work that they're just over flooded. And she was saying, yeah, he said he's going to get to me. He just behind because he got this infusion of work due to, a lot of people being deported. So, yeah, I was just talking to my OG. Migo and them ain't cut the grass because they just got so much grass to cut because the illegal Migos, they got sent back to where they came from. But go ahead. I'm going to be here for a minute. Just make sure you click the link as soon as you finish cutting granny grass. Granny comes first. Don't rush. I'll be here. Finish cutting granny grass. Make sure you edge everything the right way. And make sure if you got your grass in a bag, make sure you dump it into a garbage bag before you put it into the garbage can. Just don't turn the bag over into the dumpster, all right? Who else we got? Shout out to Roger Lacey. Shout out to all the MGM members. Who else we got? Brandon Gaston. Brandon Gaston's from Willowbrook. You from Willowbrook. It's the suburbs, but we'll accept you as a Chicagoan for the stream. Even though you from the suburbs, we going to take care of you. Don't worry about it. Shout out to Edie. What's going on? He says, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. All right, I'm not a Muslim, but I'd like to, respond. When, a person says, Assalamu alaikum, I'll say, it's alaikum salam. You dig what I'm saying? You say, what? I'm just shocked. You said, you shocked I'm hip. Like, bro, like, you think I'm like 70 or something, bro? I'm more hip than you. AJ, check it out, pimp. I'm more hip than you, bro. Like y'all little young cats, like y'all think 40s is like 70s, bro. Like, I grew up on rap music, bro. I was 35 10 years ago. So in 2015, what came out? Let me think of an album that came out in 2015. What was that Drake and I was bumping that shit all 2015. That Drake and Future album. What was it? What a Time to Be Alive. Then What was that other Drake album that came out? Running Through the Six with My Woes. That album. What was that Future album that came out? Yeah, March Madness came out around that time. I fuck on that bitch and we lay up. I was bumping that shit around that time. That Yo Gotti mixtape Concealed. I was bumping that shit. Like what? Like what? How old you think I am, pimp? Just 10 years ago, I was 35. 20 years ago, I was 25. In 2005, I was bumping what? Underlay, mommy. EI. 30 years ago, what was that? 95. Ambitions of a Rider. 95, 96, 95. Tupac. Biggie. Why you think I don't know rap music, sir? I don't understand. Shout out to Valise, what's going on? Who else we got? Wayne Slaughter, what's up? We waiting on our first person to call up. I think first person is gonna be Slater unless somebody beats him to the punch. Craig Freeman, what's good? Brandon Gasser say from Inglewood, just moved to Willowbrook. All right. Why you move to the suburbs, big dog? Why you move to the suburbs? Why you move out there to the suburbs, man? Don't tell me you sold a house and move a city house and move to the suburbs, big dog. Don't tell me that. Wayne Slaughter say he was at a crossroad, was hurt on the job. Don't know if he should buy a box truck or 53-foot flatbed. Have my CDL for over 30 years. I think the question. I think you already know the answer to that. You had a CDL for over 30 years. I mean, you get a CDL box truck, but I if you got a CDL for over 30 years, that means you got 30 years experience with a 53-foot trailer, which you're gonna make a lot more money. 30 years experience, I think you already know the answer to that, big dog. Tatted and Trucking checking in from Humble Park. Shout out to all my Humble Park people over there. Shout out to my Boricuas, Boricuas, all my Puerto Ricans from Humble Park. What's going on? Who else we got? Shout out to Wild P. Reiner said he just joined the Discord today. Welcome to the Discord. You said your auntie and your uncle and your cousins live in the Wild Hundreds. Shout out to everybody in the Wild Hundreds. Where is the OTR, the Final Mile Blueprint? It's on the channel. It's in the Discord. You got to catch the people in the Discord. I saw you join the Discord early. You just came in there and you went into the chat room and you didn't say nothing. You got to go into the Discord and go into the channels and start asking questions. Closed mouths don't get fed. You dig what I'm saying? You got to ask the questions and then the people or myself that got the answers going to answer them. I seen you sitting in the chat room earlier just quiet. You gotta go into the proper channels and ask the right questions, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know. Reiner. Shout out to Pastrana. All right. So we got shout out to Ro. So call-in show, it's been a month. Quite a few people requested the call-in show. And just like always, you guys make me wait 20 minutes before the first person calls, and then everybody want to call at the same time. Slater said he's going to call, but if someone else that wanted to call up, now is the time, please. There's no need to wait to the first person to call up to hear what they're going to say, so then you'll know what to say. Just come on, call on up, man. I don't understand why everybody wants to wait and call up at the same time every single time we do the show. It's crazy to me how that works. But anyway. All right, cool. All right, so we paid these bills. I did the roll call. I did my shout outs. Now we just waiting for Slater or whoever else wants to call in first. All right, we got our first caller. What's up, man?
Mark, what's good? What's good with you, man? Happy Sunday, brother.
Happy Sunday.
No, I'm calling in, man. I had to be the first one to go ahead and break the ice.
Okay, appreciate you.
I'm working hard right over here, as you can see. I would have go ahead and hit you up in the email, but had to get the brake job done. That's why you got to follow Mark's
Oh,
advice right there before purchasing a vehicle right there
hey,
from other sources without checking in.
put your camera back over there a sec. I gotta see something. I just gotta see something.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
who was that? Who that you got doing your brakes, pimp?
Man, that's my boy, man, right there, man. We got the backyard mechanic special going on. This is my dog over 15 years, man. You know what he's doing right there. He do the whole family cars, man. If you ever stuck in Detroit, you hit my man up Art right there. He'll knock it out for you.
No, thank you, but I appreciate that though. No, thank you, but I appreciate that though. Hey man, you said you bought you a big old 5,200 square foot house, man. You supposed to, hey, yo, that transit supposed to be at Ford getting them brakes done, man. You out in the driveway,
you know what?
like a alley mechanic out there, motherfucker. What you talking about, dog? What's going on,
Mark, hey man, you got to support local business, brother. You know that's what I say. You got your day one people, man. You always got to support your people, man.
All right, man. All right. I hear you, big dog. I hear you, big dog.
What's good, man?
Man, chilling like a villain. Finna start answering these calls.
That's what I'm talking about. Hard work. I mean, like I said, man, I should have called in, man, before I got this truck, because you know what? I right after we got off the phone on the conversation on Sunday, you gave some advice about I should have just went through Ford and not through Penske. The next thing I know, man, I heard some squealing. I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, I just bought this damn truck from Penske, man. It's already squealing. And I'm like, I can't have anything go wrong when I'm on the road, obviously, right. Because there's a lot of things that's going on. So, you got to address the problems. But, this is what happens when you don't call into the show. You just kind of do things on your own sometimes.
Yeah, that's Gucci. But I got somebody in the back, man. Let me go ahead and take care of Young Blood. And then if you want to call back up on the back end, just call back up later.
For sure, man. I'll talk to you in a bit, Mark. Take care.
Be safe.
Preach.
Yes, sir. Hey, Slater, you called up twice, bro. You called up twice. I got you in the back twice. Hold on. Let me see something. Yo. Hey, Slater, you called up twice. Just call up once, because you got two cameras going in the back. 2 different calls. All right. What's up, big dog?
Yep. How's it going?
What up? Man, chill. Oh, what happened, bro? You went dark.
Am I disappearing? Oh,
there you go. I see you now. I see you. I see you, big dog. Just making sure you ain't like a hacker or nothing. Okay, you Gucci. You look like you look like you a good guy. You a good guy?
I think so, bro.
All right, man. It's cool.
I guess we'll find out.
You're a good guy. I could tell. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm one of them sweet ones, probably.
You said sweet? What you mean? Sweet ones?
No, I'm saying no. Pause.
Pause, bro. Come on now.
So
don't say that, bro. Don't say that no more. Pick something else. Don't say sweet, bro. Don't claim yourself as one of them sweet ones. Don't claim it. Like mama say, don't claim it.
Yeah.
Don't claim the bad stuff, claim the good stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Where you from, big dog? Where you from?
I got you. I'm from Akron.
Ohio?
Yeah.
Who your favorite basketball player?
Not LeBron James. I don't really like basketball like
you
that.
said okay, you don't like. All right, it's cool. What's up, man? What's up? What can I do for you today?
So, I was just kind of wondering. I was looking into. I've been following you for a while now, and I appreciate like your mindset that you push, and your business sort of focus.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm going to college for like supply chain and business, management and shit. But I'm just working part-time right now, and I feel like I could spend my time, I guess, better in other places. Sorry, I had my notes for this, but I can't pull it up with the webcam going.
You wanna pull your notes up and screenshot them or some shit like that?
Yeah, let me screenshot them quick.
Or if you gotta go look at them and then come back to the camera, I can still hear you. If you want to look
Okay.
at your notes, go ahead. I can still hear
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So basically, I want to start because you said final miles where the money's at, and obviously I've been seeing that with all these companies going private with their fleets.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's still value in being like a high value independent contractor nowadays,
When you say
or
going,
to get
when you
like that
say
overload work?
when you say going private, what do you mean? You mean going 3PL? I mean, you talking about like going contracted, outsourcing to contractors?
Like Home Depot, how
Mm-hmm.
they got their own trucks now, how they're
So
moving away
so
from
so so
3PLs and stuff.
that's not private. They're bringing everything back in house, right?
Okay.
So they're
Yeah.
bringing. I just wanted to make sure that because it's not private, it's more outsourcing. So they're bringing everything back. How old are you?
20.
20. Did you watch my live stream yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
All right, so then you got my whole breakdown and my forecast of the direction of a lot of the
Yeah.
big box retail chains, the direction they're going for final mile. Right. So a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
is it's you weren't old enough to remember how home delivery was prior. You're 20, so you were born in 05, 06?
Yeah,
All
05.
right. So prior to 2000, if you went to a store, you ain't gonna know none of these stores, Sears or Montgomery Wards or some shit like that. The
Yeah.
stores had their own fleet of trucks, and the employees that worked for the stores would deliver. This is how it was before companies started outsourcing the 3PL. So it's going back in that direction.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so I guess because you said there's always a good time to enter, I just see like all these box trucks going for cheap.
Mhm.
And I don't know if there's like, I guess I looked into my market and there's like a lot of colleges kind of in the area. Like if I
Mhm.
do like a 40, 50-mile radius, I can reach like Cleveland, Youngstown, Worcester, all these areas.
Mhm.
And so there's a lot of like storage facilities, like I was also thinking about doing retirement homes, maybe downsizing moves. So like small moves. I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm in over my head a little bit, but I feel like I've done some research.
What do you mean in over your head? Talk to me.
Like as far as if I were to get the work, I don't even know where I would source help. Obviously, I could like
You're in school. You're in school
post jobs
for.
on Craigslist.
You say you're in school for supply chain management, right?
Yeah, and part of the reason why I'm looking into this is because I don't even know, like, realistically in the future, what is a college degree gonna get you
It
with
depends on what
automation
you.
and all
It,
that?
it it depends on what you major in. I usually, when I talk to people your age, I usually tell them to major in something STEM related.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so
So I think if you
I
go
could
science tech,
transition to
I think
STEM.
I think you go some science, technology, engineering, or math. You'll be fine. I think supply chain is obviously, regardless of the fact whether things are going to go automated or not, supply chain is still going to exist, right?
Yeah,
A lot of the jobs that are going to be displaced, you would, if that's the direction you want to go in, I would find something in supply chain that falls into STEM, so technology or engineering. Math, you could
okay.
associate that with coding. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to go that, I'm not saying switch your major, because you can do something that's technology, engineering, or math based within supply chain. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
would just not major in something that you could be displaced because of technology. You want to major in something where you're driving the technology forward, if that makes any sense.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Future
So
minded versus just right now.
right. So if you were my son, uh, that would be the direction that I would push you towards.
Okay. And so, got you.
What other questions you
Well,
got?
that's pretty much it. I mean, I was just kind of wondering your thoughts on it. I don't know. I just think there's some opportunity. Obviously, stuff gets moved every day, and in my
So,
area, I feel like
so you want to do final mile or moving?
I don't
Because
know.
you said final mile, then you talked about like
I want to,
moving.
yeah, I think I want to do both if possible. Like final
When do you want
mile,
to?
I
When do
don't
you
know
want to
if
do
there's
this? You don't want to drop out of school to do this,
uh
right?
no. I was thinking about playing it around school because half my classes are online,
All right.
and
So this is what
so
you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. Start a labor only
and
company. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
sorry, I was gonna say I've looked into like small business loans within
No.
my county,
No.
and don't
No.
do that. Stay away from
No.
that.
You're 20. You're 20 years
Okay.
old, bro. You gonna
Yeah.
set yourself business loan for what? What do you need a business loan for? You're in school still. What
Yeah,
would you
for
do
the
with a
overhead,
business
for the
loan?
learning curve.
No, bro. You're in school. You can't go full fledged at it anyway. You're in school.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
listen. I'm not the content creator that's going to tell you fuck school. I can't do that because it's
Yeah.
stupid. Let me tell you something. And there's going to be some people that are going to disagree with it. And then 5 to 10 years, they're going to say, "Oh, that guy. I remember he said that." 5 to 10 years, a job is going to be a privilege.
Mhm.
Do you understand when I say it's going to be a privilege? Did you catch that?
I think so.
In 5 to 10
I'm
years,
not.
having a job is going to be a privilege.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about.
No, you don't have to worry about it if you prepare for it by majoring into something where you won't get displaced, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't agree with. Why would you take out a business loan at 20? No, you could stay in school for supply chain, focus on something that's STEM related. You can do this on the side. You could do labor only. You don't need a truck. You don't need funding for it. You can
Yeah.
hustle up, or you in a car if you got an Uber or DoorDash or whatever to come up with enough capital to invest in a case of shrink wrap, some tape, a
Yeah.
few pads, some rope, some tie down rope, right? Just the basic things. Maybe a 4-wheel dolly or two, a hand truck. You can start labor only, build up a clientele of just jobs that you're doing on the weekend or in the summer when you're on summer break during busy moving season. And then as you build up a clientele base, then you can go out and start renting a truck when you have bigger jobs that do require a truck. What do you need a loan for? When I started, I didn't have
Yeah.
nothing. I didn't have no money or nothing. I used what I had and then I worked my way up from there. Who's going to give you a loan in the first place? You don't. You have no proof of concept. You have no collateral. You have no business.
Yeah.
And even if you had a business, they still wouldn't give you no money because you haven't proven yourself. Most banks ain't going to look at you for 2 to 3 years. Only people are going to look at you are hard money people, and now they're not even going to look at you for 6 months. Most of them not now a year. So I would
Mhm.
start labor only around school.
Okay. Where would you just post ads on like Craigslist and stuff like that? Thumbtack.
Craigslist. Thumbtack is a lead generating service. So you're not
Facebook.
posting ads. You're just building a profile, and then they'll generate you leads that you'll pay for, and then it's your responsibility to respond to the leads and sell yourself to book the jobs. So I would, if I were you, I would your core demographic for clients would be Craigslist, which is a little, can be a little sketchy, but you have to learn how to fill people out. You're in Akron, so it's not you're not. It's not like if you're in Chicago, New York, then but you're in Akron. You guys are good guys up there. You got that good wholesome guy, LeBron. You're good guys. So Akron is probably not. Y'all ain't up there. You ain't got to worry about putting some shit on Craigslist and having to worry about shit. So Craigslist, I think, is your target audience, and then you can work your once you book enough jobs, then you can probably start investing in lead generation with Thumbtack. You're in college, so you can only do so much.
Yeah.
You know, so I see you in the back, Chris. Give me a second. What else you got for me, big dog?
That's it. I just kind of wanted to pick your brain a little bit. I appreciate your time and your advice.
Those the only two questions that
Hopefully,
you had wrote down?
no, I had a lot of stuff written down, but I don't know.
Well, now
It's
why
kind of
now is your
out the window now.
why? Because you thought I was going to tell you to drop out of school. I'm not
No.
going to tell you that. I'm not these other content creators, bro. I'm not. To
Yeah.
me, I believe in education. I know the power of education. You see what I'm saying? As long as you major in something that a lot, you know what the problem with education? People major in dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They major in stuff that once they get out of school, like don't major in business. I majored in business. Most people that major in business, they end up working as a manager in retail because most people that major in business don't have what it takes to be an entrepreneur.
That's what I'm seeing now is the people that graduated this previous year, they don't have jobs. And if they do, they're working at a grocery store just like me.
So this is why I'm telling you, you want to go into something that's STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, right? And if you still want to
yeah.
do supply chain, which supply chain isn't going anywhere, it's just going to evolve. Don't go into something in supply chain. Don't major in something within supply chain that you can be displaced. You want to major in something that you're building the infrastructure that's going to do the displacing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That ain't go over your head now, did it?
It might have. I don't know.
What
I feel
else
like
you
a lot of the
understand?
stuff you
You
say
feel like
goes
what?
over my head, but I don't know.
Why?
A lot of some of the stuff you say goes over my head. I don't know why.
All right, so what don't you understand about
Maybe
what I
I'm
just
just
said?
young.
What didn't you understand about what I just said? I'm gonna break it down to you one more time. One of the first things you said, you're worried about technology in the future taking jobs,
Yeah.
right? I'm not gonna say displacing. Let's just use basic words.
Yeah.
Taking jobs, right? So you're in school for supply chain, right?
Yep.
Right. So instead of taking a job in supply chain as like an operation soup or, you know, something that artificial intelligence can eliminate that job, you want to major in something that is building the infrastructure that is taking people's jobs. You want to be on the teams that are building the automation. They're building the AI, you know, the coders. You see what I'm saying? Things of that nature.
I've also
So, go ahead.
considered trade work too, because I seen like all these data centers and shit. Like they need contractors and construction people, and most of the boomers that are retired now are tradesmen that have the most money, at least in my area.
The
But
boomers got all the money, and you'll never know. It's
that's
so
true.
many millionaire boomers, and the reason why the boomers have, like, you wouldn't tell a boomer millionaire because they got into their career field in the 70s, and the ones that are still living, those are the ones that probably started their careers in the 70s, early 80s, right? They believed in working really hard and setting money to the side. They bought property at a time, believe it or not, when interest rates were really, really high back in the 80s. Interest rates for homes were 17, 18, 16%, right? But the cost of living was so low and people's mindset was nowhere near where it is now. So boomers saved a lot of money and they don't spend shit. They just like watching their money sit and grow. And then now they're making their own pensions from old pensions. You see what I'm saying? So their mindset is a lot different. A lot of the opportunity that the boomers had as far as being able to build that generational wealth over a period of time working, you can do it now, but with the cost of living being the way it is, you have to be way more disciplined. And the problem is a lot of people aren't disciplined because social media is corrupting their minds. You see what I'm saying? When there was no social media, Pop worked at the mill, Pop worked at the factory, wife didn't work, she's just having kids, she's taking care of the kids, and Pop would come home. Pop didn't have Instagram to see all the bad bitches to make him want to go cheat. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might have had him a little, a little work, you did what I'm saying at the job, but she really didn't look like shit anyway. You see what I'm saying? Now you got so much temptation, whether it be from women or if it's a woman, other men, the flex online with the cars and the clothes and the trips and all this this fairy tale land that's perpetuated on the internet, which majority of it is fake anyway. But then this is where people's money go when they work for it. They spend it frivolously instead of putting money to the side for that rainy day or for retirement.
Yeah. So would you still focus on STEM, or do you see opportunity starting your own business and trades?
There's always opportunity.
Because you're not going to tell me.
Go ahead. I'm not going to tell you what. Go ahead.
You're not going to tell me to get out of school, but
no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you to drop out of school.
I'm trying to get money, and I want to be able to retire.
Well, you're only 20, bro.
Type thing. I know, but I'm saying I'm not trying to work till I'm 60. My parents aren't going to be able to retire.
You're not. So this is what I'm telling you. Listen to me. You have to get the education. One of the main reasons a lot of people fail at business is because they lack the knowledge. School is going to give you the discipline so that when you do come out into the world, if you do decide to start your own business, you're going to already have that discipline. A lot of people that start business that have no educational background, the one key thing they lack is the discipline. School is going to give you that discipline. Why? Because you're going to have a term paper that you got to turn in, which means you're going to have to study for it. You're going to have to write it.
Yeah.
It's going to force you to be disciplined. I can't remember half of the shit from when I was in college, right? Mm-hmm. But what college did do for me, it gave me that discipline.
Yeah.
There's things that I remember intermittently. If I'm coming across something, then I'll have a flashback on something, right? But I can't remember 5 years of college. It took me 5 years to get my degree because I was working 2 full-time jobs, right? So I'm not going to tell you to drop out of school because I worked 2 full-time jobs and went to school full-time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that in business, I 100% wholeheartedly know that gives me a way more of a competitive edge against anybody that I compete with in business.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people now don't. And I'm not saying you don't have to, but if you're already there, finish what you started, right?
Yeah.
And at least you have that, right? And then if you do want to start the business on the side, you can, because it's possible. I work 2 full-time jobs, right?
Yeah.
But don't drop out of school. If you come out of school, listen, there's there's guys doing cybersecurity at contractors just making $400,000-$500,000 a year.
I used to major in cybersecurity, but I switched.
Why?
Because of AI. Because the position I wanted to hold was like mid-level coders, but now it's like AI just codes all the shit. If you have network errors, like networking, AI just solves that. And so it's kind of like, I don't know.
I wouldn't let AI
for.
See, what the issue with y'all is y'all, because I was talking to this kid Daniel, and I be talking to y'all young cat. Well, he's older than you, but I don't know why he thinks like that. But anyway, like y'all keep thinking, yes, AI is and artificial intelligence and automation and robotics are gonna take jobs, but that's why you have to focus on something that's STEM. AI is not gonna displace everybody. AI can't do what I do. AI can give you surface level information, but AI can't tell you how to get a 92-inch sofa up to a third floor in a Chicago 3-flat that was built in 1917. It's not. It can't tell you how to do that. So it can give you surface level shit, but it can't give you real world experience. And this is why I'm saying, like, y'all gotta stop letting that shit scare you, and y'all gotta stop using that shit so much to make decisions for you, because even with this, your critical thinking skills aren't there because you're allowing it to scare you. You're not even using your critical thinking skills to understand that, yo, there's still going to be opportunity out here. I just have to find the opportunities or focus on the things that AI, automation, and robotics, technology can't displace me. I need to be on the shit that is building the infrastructure of the technology, displacing others.
Okay.
You don't like.
So it's just a matter of.
It's a matter of what?
It's a matter of like what I'm focusing on, I guess. It's just shift focus and don't worry about it as much. Take it to my advantage.
Yeah, I would have stayed in cybersecurity. Like, there's contractors making $400,000-$500,000 a year.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, you don't have to, like, you don't think you can retire at $400,000-$500,000 a year?
Yeah, I probably could make that money work.
So when you said, like, man, I don't want to work for the rest of my life, where did you get the idea that being a business owner was the only option that's going to prevent you from working for the rest of your life? That's false. There's so many opportunities. There's so many opportunities out here that aren't associated with entrepreneurship that you can make a shit ton of money. It's just everybody focuses on the same dumb shit. The people that think outside the box are the people that get ahead. It's just like my culture. Everybody in my culture, as soon as they get money back in the day, they open a barbershop, a beauty salon, a fucking car wash, or a beeper shop.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I ride down 80, you don't know these streets. I go down 87 between Stony and Jeffrey. It's fucking 30, it's like beauty shop, barbershop, Harold's, beauty shop,
Yeah.
Like, nobody thinks outside the box. I go on the other side of town with the white folks. You got, goddamn it, boxing gyms, fucking rock climbing facilities, fucking places to just go social, sit down places where you just sit down and drink tea and shit.
Yeah.
It's just all different types of shit. It's like a gumbo, eclectic melting pot of just different business ideas. It's the people that think outside the box are the people that get ahead, bro.
Okay.
So start the moving thing, right? But do it as a side thing while you stay in school.
Yeah. You think I'd be able to leverage, like, the fact I'm in school for the jobs, or no? Like, to help advertise, or no?
Say that one more time.
You think I could use the fact I'm in school as, like, advertising leverage? Like,
advertising leverage for what?
Like a marketing thing.
To book moves?
To get book moves, yeah.
You could say college student, home for the summer, doing small moves. But that's going to be your target. Yeah. Like, your target audience isn't going to be someone that's moving a 1 or 2 or 3 bedroom. Your target audience is going to be someone who really doesn't care about their shit too much, as far as like if you scratch it or nick it, right? Probably other college students. You probably want to focus on small loading jobs and small 1-2. I need this, 20 boxes moved from here to there. Probably in unit, in home. Here, I want to put this, this aerial rug under my bed. I just don't have anyone to move the bed or lift the bed for me while I slide. Shit like that. There's plenty of opportunities like that. You'll believe people will call you and they just want to slide a rug under their bed and they don't have any help. $100 easy.
Okay. So just put myself out there and
just put yourself out there. Use college student as the marketing tool in your description. I wouldn't put it in the subject, but I'd probably use it in the description and kind of use that to people, because then people are going to take that and then they're going to associate that with an economical price, a more affordable price. You're a college student, so they're going to try to, for lack of a better word, Jew you down. You dig what I'm saying? And then, but then that's going to work to your advantage, because there's a target audience of people like that just needs small shit done, but they wouldn't want to call me, let's say, because there's so much overhead, and to come out just to slide a rug under, I'm still going to charge you $150, $175, $200, where they can call you and you might say $50, $60, $75, $100. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, well, I appreciate that.
All right. That's all you got, bro?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, man. Don't drop out of school, bro.
I won't.
Don't.
I'll tap in
don't
again.
Don't let nobody sell you no dreams, bro. I'm telling you. As long as you major in the right thing, I'm telling you. And don't let nobody sell you no bullshit. You can absolutely positively live the American dream working a job. You just gotta major and go in the right field. You can still do the business if you want, but don't absolutely don't drop out of school.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Mark.
All right, man.
Thanks.
Call back up. Call back up in a couple months and let me know what's going on with you.
Yes, sir. I'll update you.
All right, man. Be safe.
Appreciate you.
Yep. What's up, man? Yo. I see you, but you gotta unmute yourself. Everybody else, come on in. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. I see you, but we can't hear you. Can't hear you, sir. See that little speaker or microphone? You gotta hit the unmute button. There you go.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. I wanted to know how do you put insurance on a rental truck?
Call your broker.
Oh, I guess I need a new broker then, because he told me he didn't do that. I even called the insurance company and asked them.
Who is your insurance company?
I don't have. It's 3.
You don't have one
in Los Angeles. It's 3. What'd you say?
You say you don't have one?
It's 3 insurance companies that I have written down to go through.
So you not even got started yet?
No. I said it's 3 that I have written down to go through.
Right. So you haven't got. If you saying to go through, that means you haven't started yet, right? You ain't started yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
All right.
No.
So you need a broker. Hold on 1 second. I gotta acknowledge this. Give me 1 second. You need a broker. Appreciate you, Cordell, for that super chat.
Sweet.
Cordell out there getting that moving money. One of my young bulls that pay attention. You hear me now? I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
You hear me? The phone freezing.
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, call back up, sir, man. Call back up, man. Anybody else, man? We got one down. Well, I guess 1 1/4 down. Anybody else? Go ahead. Now's the time. Call up. Hit the link in the description. Pin to the top of the chat. Call in show. Maybe take 2 more. What was his name? Chris, you can go ahead and hit that link and call back up. I don't know. Your signal or something was going on. But you're welcome to call back up to talk about the insurance, and then I can give you a link, and then my people can help you get signed up with everything. So Chris, if that was, I think his name was Chris, make sure you call back up. As far as that super chat, let me go back. Appreciate you, Cordell, for that super chat.
Sweet.
Moving money different, first of the month. I know you basking, you rolling in dough right now. So, all right, call in show, link to the top of the chat. So you just watched that 10-year plan? Yeah, I did that shit like 2 years ago. You digging deep you digging deep through them crates. That's why you winning. You digging. A lot of people don't want to dig for that sauce. They just want me to keep reproducing it over and over and over again, which I'm just not gonna do. You gotta dig. It's there. I'm only gonna do this shit once. Shout out to Ben Uzi. What's going on? He said, Big Mark, always right, man. I appreciate you, brother. I'm always right, even when I'm wrong, big dog. Appreciate you. All right. Yo.
My bad, man. So I don't know what my connection's bad or something.
So yeah, man, you gotta get you a broker, big dog.
You have any in mind, or I'll just look for them?
I don't know none out there in LA. Mine is here in Chicago, but you have to find you a broker. But here's what I can do. There's a link. Is Pippi one of the moderators here? Hold on, let me give you this link. Well, just click. If you click in this live stream, if you scroll down, there's a link under the description, right? And it says, because my channel is sponsored by an insurance company, LogRock. Just click the link. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Under this live stream, in the description of this video, click the link for LogRock, right? And they'll give you a call, and then they'll give you everything you need. Your GL, your auto, and your cargo.
All right.
So what you gonna do? You sound like you saying you gonna go the rental route, right?
Yeah.
What you plan on doing?
Freight, expedited freight.
So you going OTR?
No.
You gonna do local?
Yeah. Well, somebody was trying to get me into a forwarding air or something like that, but my backup plan is Amazon Relay.
How old is your authority? Well, you don't have an authority yet, do you?
No, I don't. No.
Well, you can't just get with Amazon Relay right away. There's a waiting period, 180 days.
Yeah, I know. It's 6 months or something like that.
So what you gonna do in the first 6 months?
Forward air, Lowe's, try to get. Matter of fact, I had a question.
You don't sound like you know what you want to do. What's your question, though?
No, I do, but I wanted to ask you: can you pay for 3 different licenses or certificates for expedited freight and for what is it? white glove or some shit like that for Lowe's.
Can you play for 3 different licenses for expedited
No,
freight for white glove
two
for
different,
Lowe's or some shit? What
two
you mean,
different
bro?
ones.
Break it down to me, because you got me
You know how
confused. You just
you know how
said
you pay
three
$300.
different things. Okay, $300.
You know how you pay $300 for each lane you want to go into.
No,
Oh shit.
who told you that?
While my research, I've been looking up shit.
When you
That's why
say
I needed a
each
mentor.
lane, what do you mean by each lane?
Expedited freight, and then you have the what is that shit called? Long mile or some shit. My bad, bro. It's
No, man.
last mile. Is it the last
Yeah.
mile when you're dropping off refrigerators and shit to people's house?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, you got it. What else?
That and pallets, expedited freight.
So what do you want to do?
I want to do expedited freight, but I want to jump in both lanes if I can.
How are you gonna jump in 2 lanes at once? How are you gonna do both at the same time
I mean,
with one
shit,
truck?
whatever one is working for me at that time.
So do you know what final mile is? Do you know what the last mile consists of? Huh?
Delivering to houses and connecting the refrigerators and shit like that, stoves.
I'm saying, you know what it consists of, the scope. Do you understand the scope of work from beginning to end?
Somewhat.
All right, break it down for me.
Shit. Deliver the merchandise and hook it up for them.
How do you plan on doing it?
How do I plan on doing it?
Yeah.
In a 26-foot box truck.
Okay. And you gonna be able to just take care of that? You think you're gonna be able to do that? You got
No, I'm
it?
gonna have somebody to help me out with it.
Okay. So how do you plan on doing final mile and curbside at the same time? I don't understand that.
Final mile and curbside. I
You
thought
said
that was the same
you
thing.
said
What?
no. You said expedited, right?
Yeah.
So you using the terminology. Ooh, you got static, bro. You was good a minute ago. I don't know what you did to get all this static. Hello?
Yeah.
Expedited, I think you using the word wrong. What you talking about is man, you got hella static, bro. What you talking about is more on demand is the word I think that you mean. On demand is what you're talking about when you're dealing with palletized freight, when you're picking up palletized freight, dropping it in different places. It's not really expedited, but how do you like, you can't do both at the same time, bro? Because both of those are dedicated. So there's no way to do both. There's no way to integrate both to one truck because it's dedicated. It's contracted.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in whatever lane I can get into the quickest.
How old are you?
I'm old, man.
Me too.
45, 46.
We the same age.
Yeah.
We the same age. I'm OG. So, man, girl, you got what kind of phone you got? That's an iPhone? That's gotta be Android, big dog.
Yeah.
It's an Android?
No, it's an iPhone. It's an
Man,
iPhone.
you got all right, that's better. That's a little better. So yeah, if you're gonna do final mile, it's First of all, bro, you got to get you a plan. I don't think you got a plan, bro, because you kind of all over the place, bro. Yeah, because first you said one thing, then you said final mile. It's like, which one you want to do? You can't do Amazon out the rip. That you can cancel Christmas on that.
Oh, yeah, and it's what, 6 month
So
wait?
yeah, so that's a half a year.
Yeah.
So you got to pick something, big dog. What you want to do? Because based on this short conversation that we had, you don't know nothing about nothing. So you need to pick something and focus on. You said you got what?
Somebody's trying to get me into forwarding air through the airport. So if that worked well, I'll stick with that.
How they trying to get you in there?
It's somebody that works for the company already.
So you talking about for Forward Air? You got your phone plugged into the charger?
No.
Why is all that static, bro? So they work for Forward Air? Are they a driver? They a contractor for Forward Air?
Yeah, he's a driver for forwarding air.
All right, well.
But my thing was the insurance. When I called around, they was telling me that they couldn't put insurance on a rental truck. And
well, who did you call?
A few insurance companies.
Who?
Some Asian insurance companies out here.
Who, big dog? Who? Talk to me, man. You ain't giving me no.
Damn, my shit tripping.
That's a Hellcat you in? Man, I don't know what's up with this shit, bro. Yeah, Jesus Christ, bro. Oh, gosh. Lord have mercy. Never fails, bro. Lord have mercy. Link pin to the top of the chat, man. Jesus Christ. Come on, man. Go ahead and call back up, man. Get that static up out. Get that static up out that shit. Call back up. Drop down, call back up so we can get this insurance shit out the way. Oh, Lord have mercy. Go ahead, Chris. You go ahead and call back up. Shout out to Terrell for that super chat.
Sweet.
Watch that startup business video earlier. Good info, Mark. Appreciate that. Appreciate you watching that. Hey, Chris, link is still pinned in the chat. Go ahead and hit the link, call back up, see if that static got up out your system. Or anybody else, link is pinned to the top of the chat. Anybody else, link pinned to the top of the chat. Chris, we waiting on you. Anybody else, link pinned to the top of the chat. Call in show. We got one. Let's see, we talked to Slater already. So we got 1.5. I'm going to give Chris a half because we really didn't get a chance to really, because he having phone issues. So Chris, man, go ahead and hit the link, call back up, pimp. Or whoever else want to call back up. Now's the time. All those people that was messaging me in my DM. Somebody literally messaged me 30 minutes before the show started and said they was going to call up. Link is pinned to the top of the chat. Oh, let's see what they talking about for my sprinter. All right, appreciate you. All right, link pin to the top of the chat. Call in. We waiting on Chris. If Chris want to call back or anybody else that want to call in, link is pinned to the top of the chat. Call in show. We'll take 2 more calls. 2 more calls. 2 more calls. And then I'm going to call it. What's to it?
What's happening with you, Mark?
What's the drawing?
Man,
What?
I'm sitting at the drawing table right now. I'm at ground zero. I've been watching your content for quite some time. I know you hear that a lot. But ground zero, I'm ready to go get a truck. I got like 12 bands set aside. I work a corporate job right now. Following your information, I really understand that I can't really 1 foot in, 1 foot out this box truck shit. Talking to my wife, I got the support system to jump in there. I'm serious about jumping in there. I'm ready to work for myself because I've given a lot of these companies a lot over these years. Feel like I got what it takes to give it to myself. I'm hearing a lot about Final Mile being the jump in space. What you laughing for though?
Y'all be funny when y'all say, man, I gave these companies so much. I gave them so much. What you mean you gave them? They gave you a job. They paid you. You didn't give them shit. You came, you went to work. You went to work.
I did that. I applied and I went to work and I saw that there's so much more out there for me.
All right, talk to me, big dog. Talk to me.
The opportunities that it took a long road to get where I'm at. I'm in a position where like I got everything that I prayed for, and it's like I didn't pray for the stewardship of it. And now that I'm learning to be a better steward, I want to do it for myself. You know what I'm saying? My boss's thing every day is your job is to go out there and make me look good. Your job is to go out there and make me money. And I perform very well for my company. I'm a production print engineer. And I do well. I learn fast as fuck. They put me on. I got like 7 licenses in 6 months. I've done everything that they're asking me to. And I see from eagle eye, because I don't know, I see that the box truck in the logistics game would allow somebody with my aptitude to make more out of their time.
What you make there? What you make there?
I'm starting off at 58.
You starting off at 50 or that's where you at now?
That's where I'm at. I started off at 58.
Where you live at? Where you live
North Carolina.
Like Charlotte or something?
I'm near Greensboro. I'm in Burlington.
Oh, you a middle American. Okay. 58 is good for that, right? You good. 58, that's a lot of money right there.
58 is a lot of money, but the world around me is changing fast, and I'd rather evolve than get comfortable at 58.
So you want to quit your job and start a box truck business? You said you got $12. You mentioned your wife. Your wife on board?
Wife is on board.
Okay. So what you want to do, big dog?
Tell me how to spend this $12 vigilantly. Like
I spent it's gone. It's gone already. I spent it just that quick. That shit gone. That shit gone.
I want to make sure I'm stepping on, like I'm ready to step, but there's so many opportunities and so much information out here. What's the right step to make?
Shit, what you want to do?
I want to go get this box truck.
I know, but when you get the truck, what you want to do with it?
I'm falling in love with these Final Mile big and bulky conversations you've been having. I worked for a moving company for 2 years, just during the hustle and bustle of trying to find ways to feed my family. I liked it. It was pretty awesome. It just wasn't enough work at the time.
You in a small market. You in a small market, big dog.
Yeah. At the time, I couldn't wrap my mind around. I didn't know how to wrap my mind around that. I wasn't thinking entrepreneurial thoughts. I was just thinking, I got to get this bread.
Okay. So you want that language from moving to translate to Final Mile. You still live in a small market. I mean, we can have a conversation, but your market is still your market.
I dig it. I'm willing to move. I'm willing to do whatever it is I got to do.
Where you gonna move to, big dog? Where you trying to move to?
Wherever it's green.
It's green up here. Can you handle it?
You in the shy? Yeah. I'm made.
You ready? You ready for that? You think you can come up here and handle that? Cause it's nasty up here, big dog. We love taking people. Ooh, you are out of town or two from Middle America. Ooh, you gonna be
crazy.
sweet. Ooh, we gonna take all your. We gonna take your
spent
shit,
about a
big dog.
month's time up there with the job that I have now. Only in my own industry, but dibbling and dabbling throughout the city. I like the culture, but just from the way you talk, and I like that cut dry shit. I'm down to come get mine.
So you gonna leave? You willing to leave? Where you say you from again? Greensboro, North Carolina.
I'm from Durham, North Carolina, but I live near Greensboro. Yes.
So and move to New York, Chicago, L.A., Houston, right? To do final mile delivery locally.
I'll move
this what you telling me. This is what you're saying.
I'm understanding more so your question now, but you got to understand that I'm partnered with somebody who's ready to go.
Oh, your wife?
And that's a fact.
All right, so let's role play. You moved to Chicago to do final mile. Who you gonna do it with?
I'm coming to talk to you to find out.
I mean, you moved to Chicago. You can't do it by yourself. So who you gonna get to do the final mile with you?
My helper. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wifey said she gonna help. We're gonna white glove. We're gonna take it one step at a time.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Stop the press. You said wifey what? No. Hold, bro. You ain't us. You might be different, but you ain't. You
That's
telling
what
me
you're supposed to say about the city you from, bro? But
no. Listen, I hear you. It's different compared to others. But let's get back to this wife thing. Hold that thought. You and your wife gonna lift. Y'all finna lift some shit with your wife. That's what you told me, right?
I see where you coming from, but
no. Listen. You ready? Do you want to have this conversation, or does this right here? Does it get from time to time? Do it start to perspire? Your heart? Do it get a little moist, or do you want me to really have a conversation with you?
Oh no, bro. You can cut it.
Because you ain't the first person. Listen, I've had at least 4 or 5 people that have been in your same position that have called up with the same idea, and all of them failed. There's no way. Listen to me, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, pimp. From a guy who has done final mile. I don't know how long you've been watching the channel. If I was married, I wouldn't have my wife do it. I know what it entails. My shoulder is fucked up still. I talk about it all the time. From moving and lifting heavy shit. My lower back, I've fallen off trucks. I banged knees. I've done a lot of shit. Like, this shit is heavy, bro. It's not something that physically a woman can physically do, bro. Now, you can say you built different all you want, but
I respect the perspective. Just a question though. When
Go
you
ahead,
was pickup truck and trailer, your old lady never had your back. Huh?
Bro, I would listen, bro. Listen, how old are you?
33, 32.
Bro, I would never have any woman of mine lift nothing, bro. I'm not going to have my woman lift a 28 cubic foot refrigerator. It's because I'm going to be more worried about
her being all right.
Fuck it. We get halfway up the stairs. Mark, I can't do it. Then that bitch gonna come down. It's either going, if I'm on the bottom, that motherfucker gonna come down on me, or it's gonna come down on her. Like, I know what having a refrigerator on a fucking strap and how your body and how your knees get to buckling. I know when you get to that fucking top and then you gotta turn that bitch. When you going up to a second floor and it's not a straight shot, you gotta turn. And now you gotta get up under that bitch and turn. Can your wife got enough upper body strength? Is she fucking in the gym doing pull-ups? Is she doing shoulder presses?
She is actively changing her mind on the with me there statement.
All right,
Mark. All right, I got you.
so how is you it'd be different if I never did this and I was one of your favorite content creators and just say, yeah, just put your mind to it. Just put your mind to it. Go tell my physical therapist that. And I'm active in the gym. Always have been. This shit is heavy, bro. And then you could go to a home where there's an obstacle. Like it's like every stop ain't gonna be a ranch style home where you could just, there's no stairs and you could just slide the patio door and go walk right in. You might have to take some shit up 2-3 flights of stairs. It might be turns. You might have to duck and crawl and twist.
So is it possible to work a market like not seasonally, but like you saying don't? I understand what you're saying.
Don't put your wife. It was this guy, the last guy that called up. His name was Caduce, and he thought he could do it with his wife. Then every person that's called up that had the same mindset, oh, it's gonna be me and wifey. Your wife can't do it. It just can't, bro. This dude failed so miserably. He got so far in debt. And the claims through the wazoo. You need a strong man.
Need another me
to do that shit with. You can't do it with your wife, bro, or a woman in general. Period, bro. I'm not sexist. I'm not against women. I just know physically they're not built for it. Period, bro.
Respect. Your question kind of led me into that. But say I don't leave my market and I do have a helper here now and I have somebody who's willing, I have a few people like, you know, plan A, plan B, plan C's. And how do I attack that in the minimal market that I'm in right now before I can or have the aptitude to go to a Chicago, to a New York, to a Jackson, this is wherever the market is hot.
Find out what your market has to offer, bro. And here's the thing, bro. Find out it's gonna be hard for you to come to a bigger market coming from a small market competing, bro. And it ain't a knock. I'm just being honest. Find out what your market has to offer first, and then see if you can compete in that competitive landscape there. You see what I'm saying? Because there's other things you have to think about when you come to a bigger market. How much are you paying for rent there?
2 bands.
2 bands? For what? What look like you in a house?
Yeah.
That's a studio. That's a studio here.
I'm with. I understand what you're saying.
So there's a lot of variables that go into play, bro. And this is the shit that people don't think about. You have to make enough money to float the business and to sustain your cost of living. Because you have to be able to prepare yourself. If you want to quit your job, damn.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Like that's one of the major points that I've gotten from you is building the sustainability of your business before trying to do anything else, making sure you pay the business, pay the truck, and making the moves. That stewardship shit that I spoke on before, I totally understand. The example that you just gave me was, I wouldn't say it's a bad example because I want to expand and I have dreams to expand, but I'm coming to you ground zero, $12. Locally, I understand my market is bad. That's an obstacle.
You don't know if your market bad or not.
You just told me that, and you the guru.
I said, yo, I didn't. Don't call me that, bro.
You the guru.
I'm not no guru. I never said that.
No,
because here's the thing. Because somebody said that shit the other day. I'm like, I never said that. I just know what I'm talking about. I'm not no fucking guru though.
I don't know. Man. I think more people say it, you might gotta wear that hat, my nigga, because you bringing a lot of people through the storm of what we see out here. Like you not bad mouthing these other posters, but you telling me the realities of what's behind what they saying and that the truth that they don't never tell you behind that $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 a week. Like niggas just finding the truth on your channel, bro.
But here's the thing, but people don't want to hear it. So like you telling me you want to come here. I know what it I know what it takes. And there's going to be some people that say, oh, he discouraging them. No, I'm not, because I know what it takes to make it here. So hold on. No, I know. And I'm not saying that you don't have what it takes, but there's more to it than just a business. You still got to live. You see what I'm saying? So it's a big transition coming from fucking Greensboro, North Carolina, going to New York or going to a Chicago to start a fucking business and trying to compete in the landscape of business and then compete in the landscape of business with the fucking natives who are already accustomed to paying a high cost of living, who already got that motherfucking that just is that different level of just hunger. All right, so what I'm saying is, and I'm not, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do, but I would one, see what your market has to offer first, and then go from there. I mean, you're quitting your job, bro. So with $12, that's what you got. Listen, you married, you got 12,000, you finna quit your job. So you can't fail, pimp.
Thanks.
So would you want to take a risk up here where it's a bunch of niggas like me that I'm finna take? Listen, I won't bring your ass up here.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? So, or do you want to compete somewhere, or do you want to compete somewhere where it's a little bit more safe? Because remember, you only got 12 and you quitting your job. You got to win.
I was before you asked me. I'm trying because I was focused a little bit there. I was trying to get back to where we were before you asked me, am I willing to move? Not to say that you set me up, because this is very informative information.
I just wanted to see where your head was at.
Respect. I dig that. If I had a bigger wallet, yeah, I'd go to wherever I could be comfortable and create the network to prosper. But
12 ain't enough. 12 ain't enough here, though. It might be enough there. It ain't enough here.
12 ain't enough to answer to the question you asked me of whether or not I'm willing to move. If you saying it may be enough for here, then as a knowledgeable person, what does it take in a market that is slim? What does it take? I'm ready to go get these tires. I'm ready to go to the dump truck. I'm ready to go to the dumpster. I'm ready to post these moving ads at UNC and Duke. I'm ready to be all throughout this motherfucking city. Whatever can fit in this truck, I want to fit in this truck. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to you to be like,
with 12 you going the rental route.
With 12, I would go the rental route.
I'm that's pretty much the only option you got.
Why do you believe so?
What truck you gonna buy a truck? You got a truck that you can buy and still have money to structure your business, get all your equipment, your licensing, insurance, down payment. You see what I'm saying? So you gonna buy a truck and still have a bunch of money left over to get all the other shit you need and still have working capital? Because if you go in final mile, depending on who you go, you're gonna be sitting for 3 weeks with no money. Then they taking money because a lot of companies got a whole escrow. So you ain't getting shit for the first 3 weeks. So I'm trying to figure out how you finna stretch this 12. You must be renting a truck because you ain't gonna buy no truck.
I don't think that's impossible, but
okay, if it's not impossible, give me the game. Oh, give me the game plan. If it's not impossible, give me the game plan of how you gonna enter into this industry with 12.
Oh no. I'm saying it's not impossible, like to hopefully find a truck for that bread.
Okay, look, give me an idea. Give me an idea. We talking. We just kicking it. It ain't no.
So I take the 10. I take the 12
to
the bank to ask for more. If I put the 12 up for more,
you take the 12 to the bank, right? Which bank we going to? Walk me through it, big dog.
Just for shits and giggles, I take the 12 to Truist, where I have a decent history, and they know I'm good for what I'm good for.
You trying to get a business loan?
I would have to, yeah.
All right, so you structure your business through North Carolina. gonna get your LLC or whatever you're gonna get, your EIN.
Article
I'm
corporation.
the business banker. You come, you apply for a business loan with get it out the mud trucking. Decline. Now, am I being negative or am I telling you the truth?
It's a possibility.
It ain't no possibility. Decline. Why? Banks don't give new businesses. Banks don't give new businesses money. They're gonna give you a piece of paper and it's gonna have a bunch of shit on it. And the first line is gonna say either 2 or 3 years in business. Why?
No credibility.
That and why else?
I don't know.
It's too risky. Why is it too risky? Why, if my money is in Truist, why would they take the risk of loaning my money and the other 94 people that's in this chat money that got money in Truist? Why would they take a risk loaning you our money?
Because I have the business plan and the aptitude to give
Wrong. Most businesses fail. The reason why banks don't look at businesses for 2 to 3 years is because you have to have some form of proof of concept to prove that you can survive through the first 2 years. Most businesses fail in the first year. Why would we take a risk when statistics show that most businesses that start fail right away? So why would we loan our customers money on something that 9 times out of 10 is going to fail?
Respect.
See, a lot of people look at it from a personal perspective. No, it's business. No bank is going to loan you money, pimp. I'm not being negative. I know somebody's watches this and say, I don't like that nigga because he always talking negative. And you know what I can tell you about that motherfucker? They don't own a goddamn thing. They own a piece of property. They don't own shit. They ain't got a title in their name. They don't own shit. Because anybody that owns any assets is going to 100% agree with me. Not because I'm right, because it's just what it is. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not smart. Has nothing to do with that. It's just no bank is going to give you the money, bro. Not a bank. You can't go into a bank. Go ahead.
And I know you don't be answering questions like these, but I'm going to ask it anyway. You suggested, or you know, that the rental route would probably be best for me, yes? That's what you said.
I didn't say it was going to be best. I know that that's the only way you're going to go with what you said you want to do with the amount of money you got, because I know how much it costs to start the business.
So with that,
now there's going to be people that say don't listen to him, but then I'm going to say, well, who's going to pay for the first 3 weeks in arrear plus the escrow in 90 days that they're going to take from you? Because you're not going to get paid. So who's going to float the business? That's where the working capital comes in. This is where all the stupid people get mad and come into my comment section with all the dumb shit. But you're 3 weeks in arrear, bro. Plus all the fees. Plus whatever goes into escrow.
Can you break down what escrow is? This is the first time I've heard of that.
See, that's why I'm saying you fool. You fool. You see what I'm saying? See how easy that is? Fool. Escrow. Listen, you fuck some shit up, you leave, we got money in escrow, so that way if you try to bounce on us, I got a guy that's in my Discord. One of his workers did some dumb shit. He had about 22,000 in escrow, 90 days. The first 90 days they take from the money he's making, they put it into escrow. When you leave, they release the escrow, whether you leave on your own terms or you were terminated from the contract. This when they release the escrow, as long as there's no holes or incidentals. He had $18,000 worth of claims. So out of that 22,000, they took 18 of it. This is why they hold money, right? For dumb shit. If you do some dumb shit or some shit occurs, they're going to make sure that they don't get left holding the bag.
So if no dumb shit happens, when do you get the escrow back if you continue to work?
whenever you leave. But I'm gonna tell you this: in final mile, you're gonna break some shit. You're gonna scratch some shit. You're gonna damage some shit. It's inevitable. Not being negative. It's just there's no way you're gonna be able to do job on top of job on top of job on top of job and not nick a wall, not make a mistake. You might slip, you might fall, it might be something that it was already damaged, but as soon as you put it on the truck, you might have missed it when you was doing your inspection in the morning. But oh well, it's on the truck now, so it becomes your responsibility. You see what I'm saying? So you got to go through the learning curve. You're going to meet a customer. You're not going to know no better. Customer going to be like, man, just get it in. Don't worry about the wall. Don't worry. Yes, tight fit. I see it. Just get it in here. Don't worry. You going to, because you knew, you going to just want to help the customer out, and you're going to do it, and you're going to fuck the wall up, and then they're going to be like, what about my wall? That's if they straightforward, even though they told you don't worry about it. But you might have some Karens that's going to tell you don't worry about it. And they're going to smile in your face. And then when you leave, they're going to file a claim on your goofy ass. And then you're going to get the claim. You're going to be like, man, that customer said don't worry about it. You see what I'm saying? So these are all the things that you're going to be faced with. Right? So that's where that comes in to effect. You know what I'm saying? Claims will be happening. They'll just come out your settlement. But that hold money, that's just in case something big happens, and when you leave, they gonna go through everything, see if they missed anything, see if you got any open claims, anything, and whatever you got before they release that money, they're gonna take it. So when you saying 12, okay, boom, what truck you gonna get for less than 12,000 and still have enough money to get your authority, get all your equipment, your insurance down payment, and still have enough working capital to float to put the fucking gas tank and to pay your helper? You might be able to wait a month, but your helper ain't gonna wait a month.
Big.
And then you in a hold on, I'm cooking. You in a small market. So what does that mean? You not your stops ain't gonna be dense. You not in New York. You not in Chicago. You not in LA. You ain't gonna have, all right, this your route, and you gonna have 15 stops in a cluster right here. Your route may be 150 miles out, scattered, meaning you may have to make stops all the way out 150 miles. Your stops might be 20 miles apart. And then once you get to the farthest stop, then you got to come all the way back. So you might run in a 300-mile radius, round trip a day. That's fuel. Your contract 5 or 6 days a week, that's every day. So tell me where you going to buy this truck at and get all this shit done for $12.
No, it's looking more realistic now. I got you. So starting with the rental.
I didn't say start with a rental. I said based on the money that you have, I'm assuming you're starting with the rental. That's what I said.
Because
I waited for you to. It's not because it'll be the best. I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's just that's with the money that you have. I don't. It's not realistic that you're going to be able to buy a truck. What truck you going to buy? You going to buy like a $5,000 truck or something?
I mean, if it's running.
Okay, so you're gonna find a 26-footer that's $5,000. I'm pretty sure some work gonna have to go into it. I mean, you might get you a runner for $5,000, but some work gonna have to come along with that. So even if you get a truck that's a nickel, you might have to put another 5 or 6 into it or more. It's 12 gone.
Truth in that.
But go ahead and try it, big dog. Quit your job and give it a try with your 12 and let me know how that shit work out for you.
Definitely. I'm gonna stay on the court with you, bro. But I definitely see my authority, my DOT, all my paperwork needs to be done before I quit.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for you, big dog.
I love that. So
I stopped telling people don't do it or get more money. I just let y'all just go out and just
see if it'll
do what
happen.
you. No, I just cause man, they gonna say I'm hating and shit, and I'm like, how the fuck I'm hating on a motherfucker who ain't got. I got more than, but you know, y'all young cats, y'all just don't like to listen, bro. Like, so
I
I
don't
just
see
learned to
that.
just,
I
huh?
can see I can see where you would think that a lot of people think it's like you shitting on a dream by being realistic and saying, hey, it's gonna take you more time or it's gonna take you more money.
It ain't a
Or
lot
you
of people. It's y'all,
it's a y'all,
y'all,
y'all.
your people.
We both black, Mark.
No, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about younger generation people. Y'all have a false sense of reality.
In a sense
Things
of
that things because things that make sense don't make sense to y'all because y'all have been sold this idea of, you know, shoot for the stars and be your own boss, which is great, but y'all don't want to take the proper steps, right, to go about it. Y'all want instant gratification, and what y'all need to actually be successful, y'all don't want to acquire it, and y'all don't want to be patient to acquire it. Y'all don't want to be disciplined to go out and do what you need to acquire it so that you can have a better fighting chance. Y'all just want it instantaneously, and you're willing to take a little bit of money and think that's going to turn into this massive amount of money. So even with me explaining to you the whole structure of starting this business from the final mile and the costs that are going to be associated with it, right? The holding period, because you're just not going to get your money right away. It's a 3-week. Most final mile companies, you're going to wait 3 weeks. You don't factor final mile.
I understand what you're saying.
So you're running in 3 weeks. How much money in 3 weeks do you think you're going to spend in fuel? In a small market, if you're in New York, Chicago, LA, you may luck up on the new and get a dense route because of the population. There's 3 million people. There's 9 million people in the city of Chicago and the surrounding suburbs. 3 million in the city, 9 million in the city and the surrounding suburb. There's 9 million people in the city of New York, right? So in these types of markets, those routes are more dense. There's more routes and the routes are dense. In a smaller market, the routes are further. I have a bunch of people that are follow my channel that live in similar markets to yours, and they're traveling, they're doing final mile, they're going 200 miles, 250 miles. AJ, he's in here, his route goes 300 miles a day. He's in a small market. Go ahead.
So YNs and the loving of the instant gratification. I do see a lot of my peers do suffer from that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I personally suffer from it. I definitely understand that I've evolved from that, but I've definitely taken all the proper steps to get to where I am now. And yeah, box trucking seemed like a get rich quick scheme for some time before I started to see the pitfalls watching your channel, and even now I got new bullets, new pitfalls that I didn't see coming. The due diligence is being done. I haven't spent the bread yet. I want to spend the motherfucking bread. I want to be on my own. I want to. You know what I'm saying? And I seen you 10 years and you fucking retired. And you, quote unquote, for the sensitive niggas, you shitting on niggas because you understand what a failure looks like.
Never shit on nobody. But here's the thing.
I quotes because the sensitive niggas say you be shitting. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
they feel like that. Here's what I'm saying. Everything that I've done is intentional.
Ditto. I called you intentional.
I didn't go out when Final Mile came to me. There was a bag that was already there, prepared for it. And there's another aspect that I didn't even mention: claims. You think you're gonna be able to go that first 3-4 weeks and not fuck nothing up? You fuck up a fucking $3,000 refrigerator. Who you think gonna pay for it?
Respect.
So now hold on. You may go 3 weeks. Hold on. Let me finish. And it's not being negative. I'm just telling you what's associated with it. You see what I'm saying? Right. Building. So your first stop may be a $3,000 appliance. If you damage it, because this is your first stop, the 3PL and the retail ain't gonna be like, don't worry about it. We're gonna take the hit. you're going to pay for it. So now you may gross 3,500 because they're not going to put you on a heavy route your first week. They're going to put you on a short route, 8, 9, 10 stops a day. Your gross may be 3,000 for that week. That 3,000 gone on your first stop. So now you working the rest of the week to recoup what you just lost on that first stop.
Respect. So I'm on the new. I'm gonna run back the topic right quick. You said I need to figure out my market. Final Mile is not made for $12,000. Is that
Final
me
Mile
just being?
Final
Is
Mile
that
is
me
not
being?
what? Is not what?
I'm not ready for Final Mile with the
I
$12,000.
didn't say you weren't ready for it. I'm just saying you
Dollars.
didn't give me a game plan on how you was going to get started.
No,
I assume you going the rental route. The reason why I'm assuming it is based on what you told me you had, because there's the likelihood of you acquiring a truck, putting an insurance down payment, getting all the equipment. You're going to need way more equipment for Final Mile versus going over the road. You're going to need shit ton of blankets.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to need cases of shrink wrap, tape. You're going to need straps, hump straps. You're going to need shoulder straps. You're going to need multiple dollies, not just one. You're going to need an appliance dolly. You're going to need a hand truck dolly. Your appliance dolly, $300-$400. Your hand truck dolly, another $150. You're going to need about 5 or 6, goddamn it, minimum floor dollies. That's $70 a piece. You're going to need at least 3 to 4 dozen blankets. That's $150 a bundle. Not the little cheap gray ones that they give you at U-Haul. I'm talking about the thick ply. That's about $150 a bundle. Yeah. Because they got different plies. The thickest ply. The big, heavier, thicker ones. That's about $150 a bundle. Why? Because you got to wrap shit. The cheap shit, that shit going to eventually tear. This shit going to be sitting on concrete. You're going to be twisting and turning shit. Why that shit, you're going to be wrapping shit, right? Because you don't want to scratch anything. A lot of the shit that you're going to be delivering is going to be stainless steel.
Mm-hmm.
If you go the appliance route, not the furniture route, right? So your upfront cost just for equipment alone is way higher than a person who's going OTR, because you need way more shit, equipment, than they do. So it's the likelihood of you being, and then your insurance down payment, and then your working capital. Where's the working capital going to come from? So it's just not likely that you're going to be able to start with $12,000 doing it. That's why I say I'm assuming you're going the rental route, because I that's the only way I can see it happening, is by alleviating the cost of purchasing a vehicle.
Cool. So again, running it back, I mentioned that I started to fall in love with the Final Mile conversation because of the last couple of videos I watched, and I seen your online. I seen this live pop up while I was looking for the big and bulky that you told Kobe to tell somebody else to put in the chat in another video. So Final Mile, 12 bands, I get it. I look up and get a truck for 5. I really don't got no business in Final Mile while I don't have the capital or the equipment.
I didn't say that, bro. I didn't say
I know
that.
what you did. I'm thinking. I'm trying to work my way around the situation to make what I have work for me. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that Final Mile may be my second step into the trucking industry. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's kind of sounding like to me. I need more preparation. It don't sound like I can't get on the truck and go put some shit in the back. It don't sound like I can't go make this happen. You know what I'm saying? So Final Mile, I'm going to chill with that. That's a love story that I can wait for the second date.
Well, you can still rent the truck, bro. That's why I said I assume you're renting the truck. I didn't say it was a bad thing.
Based on my reality and your assumption, I understand that even after I rent the truck, I'm looking at way more pitfalls than my preparation can handle.
What do you mean pitfalls?
Escrow, 3 weeks in the hole. I'm gonna need more equipment. Fuel. I wasn't not all of that. I wasn't ready for. I was ready to get all my information and my credentials ready before leaving the job. But like I said, listening to these other streamers, not really knowing what avenues to go down to find information like Escrow and niggas working for 3 weeks for free. Not for free, but back pay. You know what I'm saying?
It's not for free. You're gonna get the money, but maybe if there's no incidentals, they don't want to get left holding the bag. So
I respect that.
It's a lot more it's more liability. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. See, if you're going dock to dock, you're responsible for the freight when it's on the truck, but you're not really touching it in most cases. Other people are loading it for you. Other people are unloading it for you. When you get into the final mile and the moving, there's just more opportunity for claim and liability. Why? Because you're touching the items more than once, and you're entering into a home. You're crossing a threshold. So that opens up more opportunity for liability. Floors, walls, damage.
Everything. I got you. I'm with that. Having discussions with somebody about getting a contract with a tire company like Continental, Goodyear, somebody who currently does that. Would I be looking at the same type of deal with the Escrow and the 3 weeks? Is that just the trucking? That's the industry standard, or is
That's
that a final mile?
that's curbside. No, it's a little bit different. That's final mile, but it's a little bit different. It's treated a little bit different because it's not as much liability as it is when you're going into a person's home with high-end furniture or high-end appliances.
I got you. I'm with that. So something a little bit more dock to dock, or less risky as far as entering.
It's up to you. However you want to do it. I'm not here to tell you, I'm just here to give you the reality, bro.
Yeah.
I think, and here's the thing. Obviously there's more opportunity with the big and bulky, right? Because of the liability that's associated with, but more importantly, the work that's associated with, because a lot of people don't want to do it. I tell people always do the hardest shit that you can do with whatever asset that you have, because you're going to make more money at it. A lot of people don't want to do the work, but there's liability that's associated with it. It's more opportunity for claims, right?
Mm-hmm.
So listening to you, it's like the synopsis that I'm getting from just listening to you and just listening to how you respond. I'm getting, man, I ain't really, I hear this, I hear you, but I ain't trying to really hear that shit. I'm trying to get started right now. So where can I get started right now? I don't care where you start. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it is what it is, right? You're going to need money.
Dig. I'm with that.
Now I know.
Not from a wide. What I'm hearing from you is,
go ahead.
All I do is refocus on my funding for it a little bit longer.
That, and you could go final mile, but educate yourself and prepare yourself. Like me, I'm not going to talk you out of doing final mile to go OTR. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you're going to do and you want to do the final mile, do it, but give yourself a fighting chance. Don't be like the rest of these people that come in and leave. Here's what I don't understand about people. There's so much content of failure and the statistics are there, but people don't want to hone in on the statistical data plus the case studies that are already present out there on the social media, and they rather run off hope. The reason why there's so many people failing is for the same reason I'm trying to present you not to do it, but people ignore that shit. This is what I don't understand. How is it that I can consistently talk to people and tell them the same shit when there's more case studies on fucking social media of what I'm telling? And I would expect, if I was researching some shit And I was doing my research, and the statistics are telling me, one, majority of people fail. 90% enter into this business, fail. The first thing I want to say, I want to go and know is why.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it doesn't bother when people say, oh, you're this, that, and that. No. The statistics. Why are so many people failing? That's what I want to go know next. No, that's what I want to know next. Right? Boom. Because I want to know why, so that I can master, so I can prevent that shit from happening to me. Then I'm going to tap into some case studies. I'm going to hear all these fucking sad ass stories that we see on YouTube. People love to tell you all their business. They going to tell you they fucking brag about when they first get their fucking LLC. Then they're going to make some sad ass story about how somebody took advantage of them instead of holding themselves accountable for the ignorance that they did because they listened to this dumb shit and then they came in hoping to dream with no fucking money. You dig what I'm saying? Because they didn't want to be patient, right? Because they wanted to ball out. And they was looking for a quick way to come up on a business so that they can turn that business into a stream of revenue so that they can go back on Instagram and ball out with the money that business is providing them. Don't work like that.
I dig it. I'm not really caught up like most people. If you check out my Instagram, it's all family oriented. I ain't got nothing to flash. What I make is, you know what I'm saying, it's my business. I'm trying to secure a future. The plans that I've made to get where I am have been successful. And I'm trying to transition into something where I'm just accountable for myself.
And that's fine. But you have to give yourself a fighting chance.
That I
because
understand.
it's a lot of people, they come in, they just blow the money.
Dig.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to give yourself. Did you watch the live stream from yesterday or the day before, where I talked about when a 3PL didn't pay me for 2 settlement periods? Could you handle that?
No.
If you worked a month and you didn't get paid, let's say you worked a week, 2 weeks, whatever the settlement period is, and you didn't get paid, would you continue to run that route?
It's the settlement period. Yeah, you gotta.
But they didn't pay you. Friday came and you didn't get paid. Would you show up Monday and continue to run routes?
Yeah, I think so, because I got to deal with you.
So you worked another settlement period and you okay, they're gonna get it right, so they're gonna give me the back pay, and then I'm gonna get this pay. That's cool, it happens. And then that second settlement period came and they didn't pay you again. Would you show up the next Monday? Now they owe you 2 weeks. And you didn't get paid.
Me personally,
mm-hmm.
After the first missed settlement period, we have to escalate the issue, and I'm looking to replace that contract. But
no.
I don't.
Would you?
No, you can't continue to run the route. Yeah, I can give you another chance because business is business, but I'm also looking. I got to find legal recourse on why you late. I got to run my.
Okay, let's talk about that. No, we talking business now. I know you not well versed in business like me, but I'm giving you the harsh reality of business, and I'm not making up scenarios. These are things that I've gone through. First thing, you're gonna go to a lawyer. How much is we looking at? It's gonna be in your contract that you can't sue because you got to go through arbitration. It's in the contract. Every 3PL is gonna require you to go through arbitration first. It's in the contract that you got to go through arbitration first. You're gonna have to go through arbitrator. Then how much are we chasing? What's the fucking goddamn it retainer? I had a lawyer telling me, man, shit, what you looking for, shit, my retainer half that. You might as well just go ahead and chalk that up as a loss, pimp, write that off. I got a company right now still owe me $11,000 from 2016.
That's my truck right there, nigga.
Okay, we're in 2025, bro. I'm never going to get the money, bro. Why? The retainer was 5. I'm going to spend 5 chasing 11 to still not even get it. I'm going to spend 5,000 to taste 11 and still possibly not get it. So go ahead.
When did you stop running the route?
I didn't. I kept running. When that happened to me, they didn't pay me for 2 settlement periods. They owed me like 29 grand. They paid me on the 3rd period. I was running 6 trucks a day for this company. The first settlement period, they didn't pay me. I thought it was going to come on the second settlement period. Second settlement period didn't come. The third, yeah. But it had got to corporate by that time. But I still kept running. Why? One, because I knew eventually they was going to have to pay me, right? And 2, I have working capital. I could have. We lost you, pimp.
My bad, that was mom.
I could have got it. I could have got in my feelings and emotional and said, "Fuck this shit, man. I ain't running shit till y'all pay me." And then guess what? They would have paid me, and guess what? That would have been an account gone. It's business. There's plenty of vendors out there who clients owe them, and they keep doing the work. It's business. It's business out there where you get an invoice. You get invoiced. So, yeah, I kept running. So when I tell people about working capital, a lot of people don't think of the things that could happen. Or if they hear me give you experience that I've experienced, oh, well, that can't happen to me until it happened. Like, I get horror stories every other day. People come in my DM, they join my Discord, and they ask for advice for horror stories. At least every other day. Why? Because it's business. Shit happens, bro. So what are you going to do?
You asking me?
No, I'm just. Oh. It was just in general. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying. I mean, if you got 12, the only way you're going to be able to do it is the rental route. You don't have enough resources, as far as capital is concerned, to acquire a vehicle. If you can acquire a vehicle for that cheap, to have enough money to get your insurance and everything else you need, plus be able to have enough working capital to float you for a month. The only way you're going to be able to give yourself some form of fighting chance if you go that route is with a rental truck. Would I advise it? I don't know. It depends. Depends on the rate and depends on how dense your market is. But knowing what I know is that you on the new in a small market, and coming into a 3PL, the new guys always get the shit into the stick because the people that are in there with seniority got the best routes. If you're in there and you're the top person with the best route and you decide to leave, then there's this person in there that's lobbying for that route. Oh man, they gone. I want that route. Who's ever next in line? And then the shit moves up. The worst routes, the new people get that. Those are the routes that are probably the least dense. That's the furthest out. That's the most costliest routes. The routes that the people that are already in there don't want to do. A good, healthy, wholesome, dense route is just not sitting there waiting for you on the new. No, that shit is already accounted for. So coming in on the new, you're going to get the worst route. And then it's up to you to fight, right? With good scores, good scores when people rate you after you do the work, building a good relationship, minimal claims, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of variables that I know that you don't know, that I know, that you haven't thought of, that will contribute to
failure.
How successful, see, I wasn't gonna say failure. How successful you may or may not be. You could be successful, but your route is limiting you from being this successful because you on the news. So shit, you gotta travel 250 miles out. Your route, your stops, by the end of your stops, because they so far spread apart, you 250 miles out. Where let's say this guy who's the top dog in there, his route is in a 30-mile radius because he's in the inner city and all his stops is damn near literally around the corner from each other. So he may have 17 stops, but shit, he might get shit, he got to stop here. This next stop is 5 minutes away. The next stop is 15 minutes away. The next stop is 10 minutes away. The next stop is right around the corner. The next stop, he got 2 stops in the same building. It's a high rise. He got 2 stops in that same building. And the next stop, he got 2 stops on that same block. And the next stop is 10 minutes away. Whereas you doing the stop, and then your next drive, your next stop 30 minutes away. So now that person route is in a cluster, he ain't burning no fuel. Where you driving 250 miles out and 250 miles back, you done went through a tank of gas. He running on a tank of gas for 3-4 days. So that's why I'm saying, it's going to determine. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of variables that you don't know about because you don't know the inner workings of how this shit works.
I'm with you. Just to label my notes, we are still we focusing on final mile right now. Is that correct?
That's what you said you want to do. That's what you want to do, right?
Yeah, that's what I've been falling in love with these last couple videos. Now, my box truck dream has been going. I've been saving for a little bit longer than the last couple videos I watched. That's why I mentioned before, like moving. Like I'll stay in between UNC and Duke, right around the corner from A&T. Like I'm around a lot of colleges. Inspired my first. It's kind of inspired the thought at first. I can help them move. I can post up. I can advertise. I got a pretty decent network in that community. I said it before. You mentioned Dr. Doc because I said I got a guy who's moving tires right now for Continental and I think Goodyear. Are those good? I like those for starting points. If my finances need more preparation for big and bulky final money.
If you can get a curbside Dr. Doc local contract, yeah, they're not plentiful like they used to be because when people get those contracts, they don't let them go. You know what I'm saying? Those contracts are the turnover ain't as high as like a big and bulky. Why? Because you got a guy who he knows, okay, I got dedicated route. I'm going to make my little 700, 750, whatever it is a day. I'm going to pick up my route at 6 in the morning. I'm going to be done by 12, 1 o'clock. And I made my 750. I'm not doing that much driving. I got stops. I don't need an extra helper. Everything is palletized. I'm not going over the road. I get to sleep in my bed. Person ain't going to get that route up. They holding on to that. So those routes aren't they're scarce. Similar to big and bulky pay, but the opportunity to make more is way more opportunity to make more money in big and bulky.
Big and bulky. I got you. I definitely got you. I'm with it. I understand. I don't feel deterred at all. I definitely feel like I need to broaden my horizons as far as what the industry has to offer. Nah, I definitely I appreciate you, bro.
What else you got?
With this 12 bands, just a curious question. Sprinter van 16-footer. Would that help bring down my cost of entry as far as like, well, nah, because I still got these escrow problems, these 3 weeks in arrears.
What you gonna do with this? What are you gonna do with a 16-footer? I'm just curious.
I would still be trying to do the household moves or the tire contract. They got Migos out there with the F-150 to get the tires.
So you want to do a moving company or you want to do a final mile company, bro? What you want?
Understand? I haven't chosen my market. And I see you doing that thing where you be like, God damn, nigga. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I'm
because y'all cats don't be knowing what y'all want to do. See, y'all just want money fast.
it don't got to be fast. I told you, you start, well, not in
So
this
what do you want to
conversation.
do? What do you want to do? You
I
want to
want to
do
be an
moving or you want to do fundamental?
say it
Huh?
again.
You want to
Trying to
do
be a
what?
box
You trying to
operator.
be a boss? You trying to be a box? You said you
That's
trying to
what
be a
it's
box truck operator.
trying to be a box truck owner operator.
That's it. That's what you want to
Whatever,
be. That's what you
whatever.
want to be. You want to be a box truck owner operator?
Yeah.
That shit
Don't be
sound
that
weak. That shit sound weak as hell.
guy.
That's it. Or
As
do you
long
want to
as
be
it
a?
brings
Or
you
do you want
bread.
to? Don't limit yourself, pimp. Don't limit yourself. That's limiting yourself. I want to be a box truck owner or operator. That's limiting yourself.
I'm trying to be a warehouse owning fleet manager. I want it. Show seat, bro.
You
I
want to
want
be
show seat. I'm
a warehouse fleet manager?
warehouse. I want to own my own. My choice of words might be off. Excuse my vernacular,
You said
but
you want to be a box truck owner operator. That's it. That's all.
I want my fleet. I want.
Man,
I
what do
want
you
the.
want to do, bro? Do you want to do final mile? You want to do moving? What is it that you? Why none of y'all today know what y'all want to do? Y'all are lost, bro. Y'all are a
Because
lost generation.
it's not like you can go to school and be like, all right, these are your options in the trucking and legit. There's no list. There's hearsay, and then
But I
you
hear you.
always and that
But
may or
you
may not sound better than the last thing you heard. What I'm saying is big and bulky sound good because of 2-3 videos I heard. But
because
as
of
I
two,
was
three videos. Because of
3
two,
videos,
three videos. So even though they my videos, I'm telling you, 2-3 videos should not be enough as a determining factor of which way you want to go. And they're my fucking videos.
in the vid
This
factor,
is
I loved
okay.
how you was talking about it because this kind of the
Okay.
first time I really like gave the game as far as like this. There's some serious bread right here. You know what
Listen,
I'm
bro.
saying?
You're not gonna get it better than right here. I'm the best. I'm the best.
Nigga, don't tell me you the best if you don't want to be the guru,
I,
Mark.
nah, but I don't like that term because you know why I don't like that guru term, and I don't call myself that. Lately, y'all been calling
Who
me
said
that.
you the best?
That
You
hold on,
very of the best.
that term has been associated with a lot of negativity. So that's why I
So
don't. So that's what?
so best. Saying you're the best has been
No.
associated with
No. I can say it because you can put anybody up here that's in my small niche, and I'll debate them, and I know I'll come out on top.
I know anybody up
So
there
so
who
so 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 that's
what
just me being that's just my cockiness. It's from an educational, and people don't like it, but I could say, nigga, I'm richer than you. I don't. I rather brag about education, but niggas like people today, they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I rather brag about being knowledgeable because I'm gonna make sure. You know what I'm saying? I know I am because of my age and my tenure in business and just my life. You know what I'm saying? But I rather exude a level of cockiness from an educational perspective than from a materialistic perspective. So when I say that, it's just me being cocky on from an educational landscape. I could go and show you Balenciagos and Louis Vuitton skating. I could do all that shit too, but I don't. I rather exude my cockiness from an educational landscape. You see what I'm saying? So getting back to the what we was talking about, what's so funny, dog?
you and your guru ass nigga.
I'm not. See, don't say that. I don't like
I'm
that
just the
term, bro.
best.
You know why I don't like
I'm
that
just the
term? Because
best.
it's associated with like they say fake guru. That so like for one, anything guru now is just
I have
don't
a fake
like
something that has to be an
no,
authentic
bro.
that,
No,
bro. Because
bro.
you just
It's just
happen to be the authentic guru, bro.
no. I just happen to be knowledgeable on an industry that I've been in for a very long time, and
That's a boost.
then I have no, and then I have a degree in business, right? So there is the educational that just is just with the experience in business, right? So so I know I make it look easy, bro, pimp, but it's just years of experience, bro. But what were we talking about, bro? I'm old, bro, so you threw me
We
off.
was being the best, but you
I'm
shot
old.
out that you was the best and got off
We was
our
talking
first.
about the videos. We was talking about the videos, right? We was talking about the
Yeah,
videos, right? 2 videos shouldn't be enough to make you determine
that's what I want to do.
which
I feel you.
niche. So that's what you want to do.
No.
Sure.
I was in a sentence. What I'm saying is, and I have to revert back, and I took a note. You said that I need to know my market. Shortly after you said that I needed to know my market, you said, "What are you interested in?" I said, based upon the last 2 videos that I saw, I'm starting to fall in love with the idea of final mile. I've been thinking about box trucking way more than I've been thinking about final mile. Only reason I'm not off the deep end in the truck right now is because I know my.
You've been thinking about box trucking more than you've been thinking about
Why you
Final Mile?
stuck on the box trucking,
What's
yo?
box trucking? Hold on. No, because you said you've been thinking about box trucking more than you've been thinking about Final Mile. So what's box trucking?
Whether it's OTR, whether it's like doing the gas station store delivery, those type contracts, I'm looking for that information. You said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to drive the truck. You saying, what do you want to do with the truck? I'm saying, I'm trying to find my niche, but I'm willing to try whatever. If I can't try this because it's a little bit too much, it's a little too expensive versus this area, then that's why I'm talking to somebody who considers themselves the best. Because you understand what little bit of cash I got because you rich, nigga. So I'm asking you,
Who told you I
nigga,
was
you
rich?
said you
I'm
just said
poor,
I
bro.
could say I'm
I'm
rich, but
poor.
I
I'm
don't want to
poor.
flex like
I'm
that.
poor. I'm poor, bro.
Get out of
I'm
here,
poor.
nigga. You're retired. You're
I'm
not gonna tell me
poor.
you,
Listen,
bro.
I'm poor,
Come on.
bro. I'm
I'm not
poor.
pocket watching.
I'm
You
poor.
mentioned the Tiagas.
I'm
I'm not.
po.
I'm saying
I'm
I'm not
po.
pocket watching. You mentioned the
I'm
fact that you
po.
could flex on niggas because you got bread. I'm not.
I'm po. Don't
I
put that
don't.
out there now. I'm po.
You said these.
I was a
Po niggas
hypothetical.
know what Balenciagas
It
are.
was a
All the po niggas hear you
hypothetical.
say it know
Yeah,
that you
hey, I don't know. I'm po. But anyway, getting back to the topic at hand. See, man, I done forgot again, bro. Cause it's getting late, bro. You gotta
enjoying the
remember, I'm
motherfucking
old, bro.
conversation.
I'm old, bro. No, because my head's starting to hurt, bro. My head's starting to hurt. My head's starting to hurt, bro. Y'all cats be making my head hurt because y'all just be lost, bro. Like, bro, why do y'all be lost? Why y'all just don't know shit?
What you mean? I'm not
Picks.
lost.
Yeah, you are.
As of
You like,
right
man, I was
now,
thinking about
as of
box
right now,
trucking. And then I was thinking
as of
about
right
Final
now,
Mile.
I'm a
But
certified
then
IT
I was
specialist in
thinking,
production print.
about if I went this way, but then I was thinking more box truck, and then I was thinking Final Mile. But then I got the Duke right around the corner. I could do these moves, and I was thinking about a 16-foot truck. That's what I asked you. What you gonna do with a 16-foot truck?
Whatever fits. Medical transport is where my mind was when I first started thinking about the 16-foot
See,
truck.
now we at medical transport.
But you still know you talking to somebody who's trying to find their niche. You responding as though
All right.
I know.
So what do you want to do, bro? Let's figure out what you want to do first. Do you want to lift shit or you don't want to lift shit?
I don't mind lifting shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's not a deal breaker.
Would you rather make more money with more physical work, or would you make less money and less physical work?
More money, more physical work. I want to make more money, of course, for my time. My question, but I told you what I wanted to do, and we got down to the fact that the 12 bands needed to focus more on growth. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter what I want to do as far as heavy lifting or whatever if I can't sustain myself based on my current preparation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for ways around what you're saying. I'm looking for ways to work through what may be an obstacle. Or what you pretty much guaranteeing is going to be an obstacle because I didn't even know what the fuck escrow was in trucking. Never heard of it outside of real estate.
Escrow is escrow. It's similar to
understand.
what it is in real estate. Do you understand what escrow is in real estate?
Yeah, the money
All
you
right,
got
what?
that can't hold. It's on
Okay.
the side. There's money in
Well,
escrow.
well, okay. So what do you want to do, big dog? You want to do final mile?
All right, right now I'm going to do doc to doc because I feel like that's a
Hey, yo,
more
hold on. Your wife supports you, right? She supports
facts.
this?
Yeah,
Okay. Y'all got kids?
2.
How
Yeah,
how old
we
are
got
they?
2 kids. My wife. This is my wife for 15 years. We got a 14-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Your wife work? I
Of
gotta get in your
course,
business now.
of course. She's a business owner and she's a peer support specialist.
She a business owner? Why you don't get business advice from her then?
We're growing together.
What does that mean? What's that mean?
We're
See,
learning.
y'all catch y'all got like these new like we're growing together. What the fuck does that mean? What does that
We're in the
mean?
same. We both grassroots here. We're
Oh,
learning
so her
together.
she on the new too.
She's on the new in a different industry. Yes,
What she do? I gotta
she's
be nosy.
she makes handcrafted candles. Vibe with. You want to
She make candles.
makes
Who?
candles.
What's that? A shameless plug? Go ahead and plug it. Go ahead and shameless plug. What is it called?
Vibe Wick candles. Vibe Wick candles.
And
Check
she
out
got
on it.
that's the www.vibewithcandles.com.
I love the way you said it, my nigga. Yes.
That's the website?
Yeah. No.
No?
Oh, yeah, that's not your website. Come on. Vibe with LLC dot square dot.
Yeah.
Like,
First thing, I'm gonna give
we
her
on
some
the
free advice. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. First of all, that shit too long. That's too long. It's too long. It's too long. You can get a website domain for $2 now. You can get GoDaddy to host it for $10 a month.
Mine's $10
That
for the year.
that shit too long. Can't nobody remember that. Vibe with candles dot so and so dot wiki site.
Follow us on Instagram at Vibe with
site.com.
candles.
Get you a goddamn it domain name.
Get a goddamn domain, babe. Don't have me on Mark Demento looking like this.
$2 for a domain.
Check out that Instagram though, Vibe with Candles.
All right, man. I'm gonna pass it along, man. I don't do the candle thing, bro. Like I don't got time to be sitting in the tub and
well, come on, Mark.
Candles and shit like that, bro. I got shit to do.
Leo?
No, I'm a Pisces.
Get the fuck out of here. You a Pisces, bro?
Yeah. What that mean? I don't believe in that shit.
Never would have known, bro. You ain't gotta believe it.
Yeah, what that supposed to mean though? The way you said you a Pisces, like that's a good thing, or like what that mean?
It's different. Bro. Communicating with Pisces be different sometimes. I can appreciate the way you articulate and handle points of views and messages because a lot of people be stuck in their way.
Okay. All right, man. So where we leave off at, bro? Because there's some people that's mad at me. They mad. You know, a lot of people don't like the way I be giving this shit to y'all. They think I'm like this bad person and shit.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
It's cool.
That coach. You definitely that coach.
Nah,
but without a lot of niggas to the league.
You said what?
I said you that type of coach, but without that coach, a lot of niggas wouldn't make it to the league.
Yeah. See, the reason why a lot of niggas soft now is because the coaching ain't the way it used to be.
Facts.
You see
that's what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like a lot of motherfuckers wanna be coddled. I remember back when I was in high school, the people that was on the team, like the football team, they used to get hit with paddles. Like they fuck up a drill, they motherfucker got their ass beat by the coach. You can't do that shit now.
Yeah. Chicago crazy, bro.
That was just school, period. That ain't got nothing to do with that. Ain't got nothing to do with the city. That's just the way of coaching back in
46?
the day. Huh?
You 46?
45.
45? God damn, I don't feel like that was that long ago for us to be beating on you. That's crazy.
I was in high school I graduated high school in 98. I was in high school from 94 to 98. What you was doing in the 90s in the grammar school still? You was like 4 years old.
98, I think I was 6.
6 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You was a young buck. I was out here moving and shaking. So you can listen to me or you don't have to. It don't make me no never mind.
I know it don't. I think I got a lot of shit that I needed to go back to my own drawing board. And I can't wait to check back in with you and show you what's what, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. Y'all check out that Vibe with Candles though. Like, comment, subscribe. Fuck with this nigga Mark the Mentor, goddamn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And thank you again, dog. I'm gonna let you go, man.
All right, man. Be safe out here, man. Hey, man, make sure you when you come back, man, I don't want to hear no horror stories neither.
Fuck all that. I got you.
All right.
Peace.
All right, bet. Yo. What's up?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. So
Oh
I've been
man,
watching.
no. Hold on. You got some echo and stuff going on.
Come on, man. I'm in the garage.
Why you in the garage?
Yeah, because my family up, and I wanted like some peace and quiet, but I guess that shit didn't work out.
All right, that's better though. But come on with it. What you got?
So I've been watching your content since like 2024. I heard one time you said go over the road for a year, then get that bag, bring that nest egg home, and then make something else out of it. But then I recently heard you say final mile give you even more money.
So when I said that was to that individual who wanted to go over the road. Like that was me talking to somebody on a call-in show, and he was adamant about going over the road. So I told him to stay out there for a year.
Okay, because
that was information that was tailored specifically to that individual.
Okay, because that's what I was gonna do, but then I heard you say that the final mile can potentially give you more money. I really haven't done any research on the final mile,
So that's the thing. I've always said that since I started my YouTube channel. It's just y'all, as far as people, don't watch all the content. Y'all watch from where you found the channel going forward.
Right.
I've always said this. Matter of fact, people used to make fun of me.
Okay.
Yeah, because they, during that time period, everybody was so gung-ho on OTR and Amazon. And I've always said what's going to pay you the most.
Okay.
But
so the question,
now, hold on, let me cook. Now y'all just want to bounce around. But what's your question though? What's your question?
So my question is, if somebody goes into OTR with a low cost per mile, does that compare to the final mile money if they go in as a low cost per mile?
What? What kind of question is that?
Like, because most of the people go into OTR as with a high cost per mile. Like you said, like 90% of people go in FL because they go in with a high cost per mile, or they just don't know they cost per mile. But if you go into OTR and you know your cost per mile and you make that cost per mile as low as you possibly can, do you think running final mile compared to that low cost per mile OTR, do you think that you still would make more money as a final mile owner operator or OTR?
No.
Okay. I'm not really sure how the final mile works.
Even if you gross the same, your costs are more exorbitant.
Right. Okay. Because of fuel, insurance, maintenance is not going to be as much as it would in final mile because you're local, so to speak.
It's gonna be more. It's gonna be more.
It's going to be more final mile than over the road.
More in OTR.
Yeah, I know that. So do you think somebody should get their experience over the road first and then go to final mile, or do
No,
you
I mean
think
if you want to do final mile, do final mile. I've never been over the road except for my moving company.
Okay,
And that's a different bag. Shit. I've done
yeah,
moves over the road, like long distance move, 20, 25, $30,000, depending on where you're going. So like ain't no over the road driver gonna make $20,000 in one trip in a week.
right, right, yep,
$25,000 in one trip in a couple of days. Nah.
yep.
But the
I,
work
I understand that.
the work that's associated with it, they don't want to do it. So
Okay,
over the road is good for people who don't want to do physical work. It's not nothing wrong with, bro. I hear noise in the background, bro. I can't. It's too late. How
oh
old are you,
damn.
bro? How old are you?
I don't even want to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I'm 31.
What's it to hide? You
Huh?
young. You supposed. Why you ain't
I
want to
know,
tell
but
me?
like you be getting up on people that's millennials, and
Yeah, I
it's just
sure
like,
do. I do. I do. I ain't
but
scared of y'all.
yeah. I
Hell yeah.
yeah, but I just wanted to know like what would be the difference between like if I would go over the road for an entire year with a low call per mile compared to if I just jump into the final mile.
What would be the difference?
No, like I just wanted to know if I could compete with somebody that goes with final mile, like as far as like my growth and stuff like that. But from what you're saying, you're saying like,
If
I
you
could
lived in
gross the same
oh,
amount, but still.
if if you lived in your truck, you could save up a nice penny.
I know, but I'm trying to get to where the money is. Now I ain't gonna go to moving only
Shit
because
different. It's different. You ain't ready for that, big dog. You
like
won't want that.
I'm a small guy, bro. I'm not a big guy. And
Me
me taking
too.
that shit up
I'm a
three.
small. I'm not that big. I'm not that big guy. I'm different though. Is you different or you regular?
Hey, I'm
How much
different.
you how much you bench pressing? What you benching right
How
now?
much I bench press?
Yeah.
Like 120.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, bro.
It,
Yeah, we
it
gotta
ain't like
get
I
you.
be
We
in the
gotta get you a
gym.
little bit
It ain't
strong.
like I be in the gym every
Yeah, we
every
gonna have to
every
get you
day.
some
You
shit.
feel what I'm saying?
That ain't shit, bro. You 31. How tall are you?
5'11",
How much you weigh?
like 148.
Bro, you can't bench press your own weight?
I didn't say I couldn't. I said but the last thing I bench pressed was 125. I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm just what I'm saying.
All right, bro. All right, I'm not gonna go there with you, but you don't want to do moving, so all right. So then you might as well not do final mile either. Then just go over the road,
Yeah,
big
why
dog.
is that?
You said you ain't that strong.
Okay. So can you like elaborate on what part of the final mile that I'm a you know what I'm saying?
You in the house right now, right? What type of refrigerator you got in your house? Single
I don't
door,
know.
top and bottom, side by side, French door.
So it's one door on the front, but at the bottom is the freezer where you could pull it open.
So it's one door and then the freezer is pull out, or is it two
Yeah.
doors with the freezer pull out at the bottom?
Oh wait, matter of fact, yep, you're right. It's the two
Right.
doors and
Okay.
it's the freezer at the bottom. Yep.
So you got a French door refrigerator. Let me ask you this question. Do
Yeah.
you think you could carry that refrigerator up 3 flights of stairs?
By myself? No.
No, with a helper.
Yes.
Okay. Straight all the way with straps. You think you'll be able to do it? You think you got the core strength? You think your knees are strong enough? You
Oh
think
yeah.
you'll be able to maneuver it? You
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah. I moved that for refrigerator before.
Okay. What about you think you can do it up 3 flights of stairs though?
Yeah. I mean, it might take a minute, but I can get it up there. I can't like just run it up the stairs. You feel what I'm saying? But I could walk it up the stairs with somebody.
Okay. All
For
right.
sure.
All right.
But here's another question. So compared to delivering that same refrigerator from a one-story apartment compared to a three-story apartment, do they get paid the same, or do they just it just is what it is?
It's the same pay, bro.
Mm, okay.
Where do you live at?
I live in Florida,
Where?
like close to Orlando. I don't know if you know what Kissimmee, Florida is, but I stay in
Well,
Kissimmee,
no.
Florida.
I stayed in Kissimmee when I went to Disney World a
Yeah,
few years ago. I
yeah,
had a little one of those big vacation mansions out there with the indoor outdoor pool with the game room and shit like that. It's a Walmart out there. That's where all the
yeah,
vacation homes is. Yeah, I know where it's at.
yeah. But that was my plan, just to go, just get a very low cost per mile, so I can compete out there on the OTR. But then I heard you say that about the final mile, so I don't
You
really
sound
know what.
you sound just like the caller before me.
Man, what you mean?
You said, man, he wanted to go OTR, and then he heard me say the final amount. Now, all y'all, I've been talking about.
Right, but I haven't. But I haven't went back and talked about that. I mean, and read about that. But I heard you talk about final mile. But I never heard you say final mile is that one under moving. Like I never heard you say moving final mile then OTR. I just heard you say moving's the best, and you would say some stuff about final mile. But I didn't. I never knew that final mile was over OTR.
Yeah, you're gonna make more money. Now, somebody could argue it, but nah, bro, you're not gonna make more money OTR than final mile, bro.
Yeah, I just have to
Depending on
understand
now
like
that's market dependent, and then that's also your route.
right.
Because you might not be making $6,000-7,000 a week or $5,000 a week. You may be in a market where they start you out and you may be grossing 35. But to be honest with you, most
Yes.
OTR box truck drivers is averaging between $3,000 and $4,000 a week. That sweet spot is about 3,500. A lot of box truck drivers, believe it or not, ain't making 5 a week. They're not making 4 a week. They averaging about 3,500 a week.
Oh,
So
okay.
so yeah, you're gonna make more money because your cost ain't gonna be as exorbitant as an OTR guy.
Okay.
Your gross will be similar, but your cost ain't gonna be as high.
And then you be home at the same time too, right?
Be
Pretty
home.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, but that's only the question that I had, man. I that was my business plan, just to go over the road for a year, bringing back that big ass sack that you was talking about, and then
Mm-hmm.
figuring stuff out after that. But I don't know if you answered this already, but I know you talk a lot about starting with humble beginnings. So like,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like since Final Mile is like second tier, moving is like the first tier. Do you think that somebody should start off at over the road just so they can understand like the mechanics and stuff about driving the truck and backing up and all that stuff, and then make their way to Final Mile and then just do it like that, or do you
When
do
I
you
when
think it would be more worth it to go right into the Final Mile?
when I say humble beginnings, I'm speaking from a uh starting small. I think OTR is not. I think that's going straight to the gusto.
Okay.
Sometimes, depending on where you at mentally and financially, starting with what you have. That's what I mean by that.
Okay.
Man, yeah, that's static. But what you got going on in that garage, man? You can't
Oh
step in
man.
the house for a second, bro.
I mean, I can, but it's all dark, and I don't want nobody walking in there. But shit, if
What
you,
what's it?
I'm
What you mean it's dark? Like what you?
the lights off.
Why you don't want to turn the lights on?
Hi, man. Oh,
Like what you ashamed of some shit, bro? Like I don't.
hey, man. You didn't hear what I said when I said my family was up.
What you mean, like your parents or like your kids and shit? Like what you mean?
I mean, my girl is, but anybody could walk out here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't want them to know what you're talking about? It's a secret.
I don't care if they know what I'm talking about. I just I just wanted to like sit alone and talk and be comfortable with it. But like, if there's shit going on in there, I step in there.
That's your house, right? You ain't comfortable in your own house.
I'm talking
You let
about
people.
me and you talking like one-on-one. You know how
Yeah.
like when somebody step in the other room while you and the person have a conversation. That's basically what I was trying to do with no outside interruption. That didn't happen because.
All right. Yeah, it's still a little staticky, but I don't hear that wind shit. But it's all good. Hold on a second.
Yeah, man. That's all I do.
Yeah, what type of phone service y'all got down there in Middle America? Because y'all Middle Americans, y'all phone service don't be. That shit is crazy to me.
America.
You a Middle American too. You hear that? You hear all that noise? That's Middle American noise. Y'all ain't got towers. Y'all towers is far and few between.
This nigga is
Y'all ain't got no cell phone towers. That's a little bit better, bro. That's a little better.
You like that better?
All right. Well, it ain't too much better, but it's a little better. But whatever. We're gonna have to deal with it, bro. Talk to me,
You're
dog.
gonna have to deal with our Middle American problem.
Kissimmee ain't really Middle America. I just don't like it because y'all got alligators.
I don't think Orlando is like Middle American, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like anywhere with alligators, bro. I did not like it because my vacation home was right next to a body of water. And my vacation home was on the end with like this pond. And I was just like, bro, you be at Disney World all day. So when I come back to the crib, it's dark. And I'm like, bro, please don't let no alligator come from around this corner. Cause I don't like, what would I do? I don't know. I never seen an alligator. We don't have alligators, bro. So I was terrified, bro. I don't like alligators. I haven't been back since.
Yeah.
I don't like. Have you ever seen an alligator out there?
Man, plenty of alligators. That's like watching a bird fly in the sky. Like you see them.
Oh, word. Yeah, I don't like that, dog. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. All right, but what's your next question? What's your next question, big dog?
I think that's all the question I got. I'm gonna just do a little bit more. I'm gonna go back and probably watch your content from the beginning. But like all the videos that I go when I click on your page said that I've seen them all. So I don't know. Maybe I need to go back and like refresh it or like something. But
you gotta go back to like when I was doing like I used to do like these PowerPoint presentation lectures. Like
oh yeah, see I didn't see any of
3 years ago. See, I stopped doing that. Once I realized that y'all don't listen, I said, fuck it, bro. I'm not wasting my time. Like no, for real, bro. Like if you go back and look at my old shit, I used to do like I would take time and make these PowerPoints and then once I realized that I just looked at the failure rate, and it wasn't just me. I looked at other content creators, people listen, and I'm like, don't nobody listen to nobody. It don't matter if it's me or this content creator. People just don't listen at all. They just come, listen to, watch the shit, don't apply, and fail. Right. So I said, well, why am I going to continue to waste time doing PowerPoint presentations and all this shit if they're not going to listen anyway? I'm just going to come talk on the call-in show, and that's it. I ain't wasting my time, bro, with that shit. Yeah, but all that shit is in that content. You just gotta go back and look for it.
All right, I'm gonna look for the Final Mile content then.
You can just do a search, Final Mile, and then whatever I did for the most part should pop up. I do a lot of. Oh, excuse me. I talk for more of a detailed perspective now when it comes to like similar to like what I used to do maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, as far as that content from a more of an intricate level as far as presentation based with the content. I do that more in a smaller setting in my Discord.
Okay.
My content now is more of an engagement interaction, like how we doing now. You can come up, we'll kick it, talk, we'll come up with a blueprint, plan, and shit like that. So okay. if you call up, I'll answer your questions, and which your questions are going to be tailored. My answer is going to be tailored specifically for your questions versus me doing a general presentation that can, I guess, touch more people because I'm presented from a general perspective.
Right.
I kind of keep that like maybe in my Discord, and then I do more tailored content as far as from engagement perspective for people that call up on the call and show. Like I'm not doing that shit no more.
So would the 3PLs work with you even with like a new authority or like MC?
Hell yeah. For the most part, not all of them. I think T-Force didn't change, but for the most part, yeah, they need people.
Oh, word. Okay, and that pretty much have to do with your market, right? If somebody is in a bad market, then they would have to go OTR because Final Mile in their market wouldn't be as good as in some other markets. So some people would probably be a good idea for them to go OTR, right?
If you live in a small market, yeah, then god damn, bro. If you live in a small market, then yes. The opportunities are not gonna be you're just not gonna have plentiful opportunities from a Final Mile perspective. Your only option may be to go over the road.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that answered all my questions, man. I appreciate it.
That's it?
Yes, sir. I'll call you. I'll call back up if I got some more questions.
When you gonna get started?
Probably sometime in the middle of September or the end of September.
You gonna buy a truck or you gonna?
I'm gonna buy one out.
What are you doing now for work?
Right now I just work at a restaurant.
Are you working at a restaurant?
Yeah. I've been cooking most of my life, but I've been working in like some warehouse jobs, and I rode with like some truck drivers and stuff like that.
So you gonna buy a truck cash?
Yeah.
And then what you gonna do? You gonna go over the road or you gonna?
Well, I'm gonna go over the road. I'm gonna just go over the road because I mean, unless I do like a market analysis and I figure out that in my market I can still make that much money as Final Mile. But if I can't, then I'm gonna be forced to go over the road, just like you said.
If you do local work, who you gonna get to help you?
Well, I'm a twin, so I have a twin brother, so I got my helper right there.
He gonna quit his job and y'all gonna work together every day?
That is correct. Yeah.
So y'all gonna start this business together?
No, it's gonna be my business, right? But he gonna be my worker. Shit.
Oh man, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
How you think that shit gonna work? How you think that shit gonna work out?
What you mean?
I'm just asking you. I don't know your brother.
Yeah.
The way you said he gonna be, the way you said it's my business and he gonna be my worker. The way you said it is like he was some nigga off the street or some shit like that. That's your brother.
Nah, it just if I start the business, you can say we both gonna start a business. I said I was gonna buy the truck. Not I didn't say we gonna buy the truck.
Say it like this, bro. Let me help you out. Let me help you to understand something. Don't say he gonna be my worker. Cause if your brother hear you say that shit, he may not say nothing right then and there, but he gonna remember that shit.
No, because my brother. No. Let me stop it right there. Because my brother is not gonna be is not gonna be envious of me when it comes to this type of stuff.
I hear you. That's not the point that I'm making.
Oh, okay.
You should say it like this. No, it's gonna be my business and my brother's gonna work with me.
Right.
Always say it like, even though we know it's your business, he know it's your business.
Yeah.
Don't differentiate it to the point where, nigga, I'm the owner and he my worker. Like you said, no, he's gonna be my worker. No, say, it's gonna be my business and my brother's gonna work with me.
All right, I got you.
All right, that's how you build. See, this is too much sauce. See, I can't be giving y'all the scope of business and then giving y'all human resource and how to finesse and manipulate, because it's manipulation. This is how you keep the morale up.
Yeah.
You have to keep morale up. Even if it's your brother, still, it's my business and my brother's going to be working with me. That sounds more professional. It sounds, then it's going to be my business and he's going to be my worker. Nah, bro.
All right. Just where I come from, we call them workers. Like, they're
It
workers.
ain't matter. It don't matter. No, they're not. They're not workers.
We're employees. You like that one?
No, you say work with me, man. Who is that, man? Yeah, we work together.
Oh, we work together. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's my business and my brother works with me.
Yeah.
You don't call a person that's working with you your worker. Oh, it's my worker. Like, that shit sounds damn near like a slave. Like, bro, that's not.
Take it like that, but you don't got to take it like that.
No, but here's the thing. It's big. I'm giving you, like, I'm really giving you too much. Because right there, I don't. No, it ain't a pause, bro. That's not a pause. That's not a pause.
All right, man.
If your brother wasn't, let's say it wasn't your brother and it was somebody else,
it'd be different.
So you wouldn't say that person was your worker?
Hell no.
What would you say?
Hell no.
What would you say?
I probably went with employee. Like, that's my employee. I probably still wouldn't say what you said, but I probably still would have said employee. But my brother, I know my brother. Like, I ain't got to worry about him. Other people, yeah, maybe. Nah.
All right, man. What else you got for me, bro?
Man, that's it, man.
So you going OTR with it? You going OTR
call back
with
up
it?
here in like a month or so and let you know what's really going on.
So you going OTR with it then, big dog, right?
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go OTR for a year unless that final mile kick in like halfway.
Wait. You say you got a girl, right?
Oh man, we were just about to hang up the call. What happened?
No, I ain't done yet. I'm not done. You might be done. I'm not done.
Man. What's up, man?
You got a girl. You said you got a girl, right? You think you just gonna call up and get the information and hang up when you want to hang up?
Yeah.
Nah,
that's what
nigga.
The call-in show was. You
nah. I got some shit. That I want to talk about now.
See, now I see why people just watch and just look up there and they don't be clicking on it because they're like, man.
No, they want to click on it. See, this is how this at. If you want the information and you want it for free, then you got to click the link. If you don't, then you gonna have to pay.
Man, I clicked that motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna
all right, well, check it out, pimp. You say you got a girl, right?
Yes, sir.
You got kids too?
Yes, sir.
How many kids you got?
I got 2 of them.
You got 2 kids?
Yeah. Why the hell are you looking surprised? Oh, because you ain't got no kids. Oh,
hell no. But you 31 though.
I know.
So you gonna hit the road.
What age do you think you should have kids? 52?
Whenever you get ready to.
All right, there you go.
So I'm asking you because you finna go over the road for a year.
Right.
And I'm saying she gonna be cool with that?
Yeah. Bro, I go to work, bro. I bust out 75 hours a week. I do like 118 every 2 weekdays, bro. Yeah.
But you still in the city though.
What that mean?
All right. I ain't gonna mess with you. I was gonna ask you something, but you kind of, I could tell you a little. I don't know, man. I might have to come down there. You might say some shit. I might have to go ahead and.
Nah.
You might be a little. You might be because I was gonna ask you about Man.
Yeah, man. What's up?
I said Man.
Yeah. What about him?
You know who he is?
Yeah. I'm assuming you talking about my son. I'm assuming.
No, don't worry about it.
You talking about Buddy across the way.
Man.
Yeah, you call him Man. Yeah, I ain't worried about him, dog.
You know who Man is? You know who Man is?
Yeah, you talking about like. No, explain it to me then. Explain it to me. Tell me.
Forget it, bro.
Yeah, I then, Steve, because I I thought I
I
had it
thought you was.
the
I
first
thought you
time.
was hip. I thought they had some real ones down there in Orlando. I thought you might have
What you
been one of the
mean?
real ones. I thought you might
Cause
have
I
been
don't
one of
know
them.
who. Cause I don't know who Man is. Like you talking about
Oh
you
shit!
you talking about Buddy across the way, like
Who was Buddy
random
across
Buddy?
the way?
Yeah,
Random
like Buddy
Buddy.
that try to
Oh,
slide in.
Buddy, that what? What he
Like you
do?
talking about like Buddy that try to slide into like the DMs and shit. You talking about him?
Similar, something like that.
Man,
Something
we
like
not
that.
worried about Buddy, man. We worried about that bag, cuz that's it.
All right. I'm
How
just testing
how
you to see where you
how
was at with it.
however the cards fall, that's how they gonna fall. But I can't worry about that shit. If you worried about that shit, you can't make no damn money. Ain't that what Kirk said? You worried about that
So you
shit.
chasing. So you chasing the bag? Then you ain't worried about
I'm
none of
not
that
worried
shit.
about I'm not worried about all that.
All right,
I gotta get
that's a
the
little
bag,
different.
homie.
Cause most cats that's in your age range, they won't worry about that. They more worry about man.
If you worried about your girl doing something while you going, don't be with her. That's just straight up. I ain't gonna hold you. If you gotta worry about that she do something when you leave, that means you shouldn't be with her in the first place.
So you a hustler then? You a real hustler then?
Um, I just like to get to the money, dog. Hustler, entrepreneur, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I just got to get to the money the right way.
I just ain't never heard nobody like your age in a long time. Like most of the niggas that call up here, they don't want to leave home, bro. They worried about
Right,
man.
right. And what you say, is true. That 90% of people that comes out here fail. Man, I'm shit. Thank you for
Shit.
telling me that. Like
Can't be
that
you,
means
huh?
the only thing I gotta do is my due diligence, and just like you said, just do my due diligence and make sure my numbers is straight and come in at a low cost, compete, do it for a year, and then leave with the bag. That's it.
Why you want to start your box truck business? Why you want to start it? Like why you want to leave the restaurant industry and come into the trucking?
Because of the money. I mean, if I could at least get to like 3 trucks, then I think, you know what I'm saying, that'd be a good place to start as a fleet wise. But I need to understand everything first before I do all that. You know what I'm saying?
How
So
much money
that's
you
why
coming in with? How much money you coming in with?
it's gonna be. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be six figures
Are you coming in with a bag?
with a bag. Yeah. So that's why I said if I can go in with a low cost per mile compared to the people that found them out, I just wanted to know if you know what I'm saying.
So
If I
what
make my
type of
money
truck
off.
you buying? Since you coming in with at least $100,000 cash, what type of truck you gonna buy?
We obviously gonna buy a used truck, but we don't know which one because well I haven't seen no trucks that I would say that I wanted to buy. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, September right around the corner, pimp.
I know.
You need to get to looking. You don't know if you want to get a freight line, international, or not. You don't know nothing.
See that that don't matter. I just know it need to be like a Alice transmission and coming engines. You know what I'm saying? But like and low miles obviously, and the maintenance got to be good on it from the prior owner. But you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter which truck that you do as long as it does the job that it's supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? And that you get your money worth and that you can make that money back from the truck that you purchased.
Okay, that's how you look at
Yeah.
it. But I would do a little bit more research though. If I
As
was you,
far as the truck,
everything. If you going over the road, yeah, I would do compare international versus Hino versus Freightliner. Even if you want to go older trucks, a lot of people don't take Ford like F-750s or GMC C6s and shit like that over the road, but you can. You don't really see it, but I would do a comparison for all and then make your decision.
yeah.
You
Okay,
know,
yeah, I'm gonna do that. I just don't know which truck is gonna be available at the time for when I'm like be like, okay, yeah, I want
Well,
that truck.
that's why if you talking about September, you need to be figuring all this shit out now because you may have to travel to get a
Oh
truck,
yeah, I know that. I know.
right? So, if you plan on doing this, then you need to be doing the research now because you plan on pulling this trigger in September. It's April 4th or August
Yeah,
3rd, or rather.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I got you.
all right,
Yeah, yes sir. Man, thanks for the information. I appreciate it.
all right, man. Be safe. You said
Yeah,
what?
peace, dog.
All right,
Peace.
later.
I'll call you
Yep.
back up in like a month or so and let you know when I'm starting it. You know?
Okay. Bet.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, later. All right, Bush Bomb. Bush Bomb, where you been at? I ain't seen you in a minute. Bush Bomb says, "Hey Mark, I work nights in security and mornings in cable, making 140. Should I switch to OTR and stay?" You want my honest opinion? And some people gonna disagree. I would say stay. If you making 140 as a W-2, you're not gonna pull that much home as a single owner operator with one truck. You're not going to bring that much money home as a single owner operator. I'm talking about home, not gross as far as the business. You're not going to bring that much money home. Now, if you're one of those people who don't care about the money, you just don't want to, you rather make less money working for yourself, then yeah, go ahead by all means. Me personally, I'm wherever the money is at. That's where I'm going. Where the money is. I don't care about the slave plantation. And all this new shit that these kids talk about, I don't care about none of that shit. If it was me and I was looking for an opportunity and there was a job that was paying more than what I was bringing home as a uh, owner operator, and notice I say bringing home, not grossing, the business grossing, what I'm able to bring home from the business paying me, then I'm going to go work the job. Hey, me personally, I don't care about like that Daniel shit and like, hey, they be talking all that. Work is work. Whether I'm working for me or working for a company, whoever's paying, that's who gets the time. I'm selling my time. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it like a lot of people, this idea that people have been sold to them, or you're giving all your time. No, I'm selling my time. All right, you're going to pay me $140,000 a year for my time? Deal. You're going to pay me $250,000 a year to buy 8 hours a day of my time, Monday through Friday? All right, deal. I don't look at it, or I wouldn't look at it as, man, I'm making this company rich. I'm making them richer. Man, I'm putting all this work in for them. At the same time, it's the time. I'm just selling you my time. That's how I look at it. So whoever is the highest bidder for my time is who I'm going with. This is it. So, all right. So yeah, appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much. What is this? Change your perception. Hey, Mark, you came into my algorithm and I don't know nothing about no trucking business, but I respect your POV, which is point of view on just a business standpoint. I subscribe because I like your business aspects. Appreciate you. Appreciate you change your perception. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad I came into your algorithm and I'm glad you subscribed to the channel. All right. Let's see. Let me see if I just don't want to make sure I missed no super chats. I did see some. I think Cordell dropped another one. Let me make sure I get that one too. I think. I got Terrell. I got Cordell with the 50. And I got Bush Bomb. All right, cool. Appreciate those super chats. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Shout out to Asian X for just becoming a member to the channel. Shout out to Asian X for becoming an MGM gang member. Uh-oh. Man, you got another call up? Man, I was finna. Who was this? Who was this calling up? I think I know who this is. No, I don't. Yes, I do. I talked to you before.
Yeah, what up?
What's going on? Man, you ain't. What's wrong with you, man? You look sad, bro.
I'm tired, man. Been working like 6-7 days straight.
That's a good thing. You only like 26.
Let me take you off on the other.
You like 26 to 27?
What was that?
How old are you? Like 26 or some shit like that?
28.
Yeah. So 6-7 days a week ain't nothing. It's light work.
What's the deal? I mean, it's not crazy. I worked 2 weeks straight recently, but it's like the volume of jobs we've been having, like 4 jobs in one day.
Yeah, that's how I told you to get it. That's why I told you. You've been following the blueprint.
Well, this is my question though. So, I think it was like 2 days ago. I had 4 jobs in one day. So, that second job was a lot. You ever get customers that tell you they got something, but you get there, it's like almost double?
All the time.
So how did you, is there like something that I'm doing wrong in like when I'm calling them, when I call them for an estimate, or did you do like in-person estimates? How did you go about that?
Oh, shit. Excuse me. What's your pitch, bro? Give me your pitch. You using Thumbtack, right? You using Thumbtack, right?
Yeah, I'm using Thumbtack.
All right. So I'm the customer. I call you. You answer. All right, let's do a role play real quick. Man.
Hello, this is Darnell from RC Movers. How you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. I'm calling to inquire about a move. I need a quote. Well, I'm calling to inquire about a quote for a move. I'm sorry.
Okay. So are you moving? Is it a house or apartment that you're moving? How many bedrooms?
It's an apartment. It's 2 bedrooms. I live in a high rise. I'm moving to another high rise. I'm currently on the penthouse floor, which is the 70th floor. I'm moving to another penthouse, which is the 60th floor.
Okay.
About a 15-minute drive, 2 bedrooms, fully furnished. And yeah, what else do you need to know?
And when do you plan on moving?
September 1st.
September 1st. All right, give me 1 second. Let me just check my schedule real quick. See what I got going on. Because September 1st is a busy moving day. So let me see if I even got that day available for you. So I'm gonna take that time, check my schedule, whatever. So this is just what I was doing. So I'll probably wait like a minute, check it, see what I got going on. So we do got that day available. We're fully available for that day. Usually we like to start our jobs in the morning, so just keep that in mind. We would like to do morning slot. So what type of furniture items do you have in your apartment? We'll start with the furniture.
I got a huge wraparound sectional in the living room. It's Italian leather. It's about an 8-piece wraparound leather sofa. I have a 115-inch OLED television. I have a large centerpiece coffee table. In the master bedroom, I have a king size platform bed, dresser, nightstand, dresser, 2 nightstands, chest. I have another flat TV on the wall there. It's 85 inches. In the guest bedroom, I have a queen size bed, fully furnished, Two nightstands, chest, dresser, bunch of clothes. There's a curio cabinet there. I have a 125-gallon fish tank with stand. That's pretty much it. A bunch of clothes.
So we have a 16-foot box truck. So we typically do 1-bedroom moves and 2-bedroom moves. Based on what you're saying, it seems like you do have a lot of a high volume of items. I would have to personally do an in-person estimate to see exactly what you got and see if we're able to even do this move. That's how I would go about that.
All right.
But that's you telling me what you actually have. Some people may have that, but say they have half that amount.
But you always overestimate because majority customers underestimate. Why? Because what happens? A person moves somewhere and they accumulate stuff from the last time they moved. So they don't as them not being professional movers, they don't realize how much stuff they've accumulated since the last time they move until they start packing. Some customers will call you and tell you like, hey, I got a move scheduled for September 1st, but I've been packing and I didn't realize I've accumulated quite a lot. Do you think a 16-foot truck is going to be big enough? I know I told you maybe 20, 25 boxes, but it's probably going to be more like 35, 40 boxes or something like that. And then you can make your determination, but then you're going to have customers that aren't going to, they don't even realize they've accumulated. So when you're booking these jobs, you already have to overestimate every single job in general. It's just already a rule of thumb. You know, 2 bedrooms, are iffy for a 16-foot truck based on how much stuff they have. A standard 2 bedroom, yes. But then again, that also could depend on who's packing the truck. If you're not a good packer, then, or you don't have a good packer. And when I say a good packer, I'm talking about a good packer. Somebody who is packing that truck like no holes. They know how to pack a truck. And I'm going to tell you, out of all the years that I've been in business, I've come across and I've had some packers, but like A1 packers,
not that many.
As hundreds of people I've went through, 2 people. The first one was a drunk named Aaron. I ain't never seen nobody pack a truck like him. Other moving companies would drive past and be like, man, who packed that truck? Aaron packed that truck. Man, we need you to come work for it. Like, that's how, and you don't get guys like that. He can go in and visualize things, and he gonna stay in the truck. He'll remember after the boxes is done, bring me the king size, bring me that curio cabinet that I saw in the living room. Bring that. He'll never go. He'll walk in the house one time, walk through.
That's how I am, but not that level.
So he could, let's say a 2-bedroom that is more furnished than, let's say, a standard 2-bedroom. He could more than likely get it in a 16-foot truck. You know what I'm saying? But an unexperienced, or let's say an average packer.
Yeah. So what you just listed, you think that he could do that in a 16-footer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The 8-piece sectional?
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. But because notice I didn't say the living room was minimal. So after that 8-piece section was just a centerpiece table and a fish tank. So I didn't say like all this extra shit, end tables and fucking desk and all that shit. I didn't say none of that shit. Now if you would have added like a computer desk, a fucking armoire, and all this extra shit that people be having, no. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people lose a lot of space with just all the miscellaneous shit, because the floor space is what takes up the space. what happens is people, when I see, like when I reacted to this other content creator a few months ago, how they just threw shit in there. Somebody sent me a picture of somebody else that did a job. They're not moving. They just took a side job and they put the picture up in my Discord. Horrible fucking job. People don't know how to pack a truck, right? And then, the key is the floor space. You know what I'm saying? If you take up a lot of your floor with dumb shit, then this is where you lose all the space, because all this airspace is where you should be stacking shit. But if you're using your floor space for dumb shit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because all that when you got like the boxes and stuff and you have some room over the top, you could put all the little small miscellaneous stuff in those little pockets of room that you have. If so.
So what happened the other day? Clearly something happened.
Oh, I mean, it was just a lot more than he expected on the second job, so I just called in somebody else to come and help. So it was a 2-man job at first. Then I just called in somebody else.
So you had 4 2-man jobs that day?
Yeah, we had 4. Yeah.
All right,
4
so
2-man.
you only got 1 truck, right?
Oh yeah, I only got 1 truck.
All right, so if you got a day where you're doing 3-4 moves, it should be 3 men. Period.
Okay.
You're gonna overexert yourself, especially a 2-bedroom. If it's like a first of the month, you got 3-4 moves booked. Everybody you got 3 men. If it's a first of the month, matter of fact, on the first of the month, if you're doing 1 and 2 bedrooms, customer got to take 3 guys. There's no way you're going to be able to stay somewhat efficient throughout the day with 2 guys.
Yeah,
first job, you're going to be energetic. Second job, you're not going to be 100%. Third job, you're at 50%. You going into the 4th job, you ain't worth shit. So you have to balance the workload on heavy days, especially around the end of the month. So like back when I was getting started and I was building, like at the end of the month, the last week and the first week, it was blackout days. Everybody got to take 3 men. I wouldn't even sell people 2 men.
Okay.
Even if a customer says, look, I only need 2 men, I don't have 2 men available. All my 2-man trucks are booked. I could be lying, right? Whatever I felt the customer out, I could say all our 2-man trucks are booked. I could say it's the end of the month. We're only doing 3-man moves because of the volume of moves, and we want the crews to remain as efficient as possible. Because of the volume of moves, we don't want anybody to be slighted because the guys are doing more moves because this is peak time. So we're only selling 3-man crews or more.
Yeah, that makes sense. I never even thought about that. That makes sense.
I know you didn't think about it. That's why you're here.
Yeah, that was my
a 2-bedroom, it should be mandatory 3 men anyway. I don't give a fuck if it's from a first floor to a first floor. You know why? Because you need a guy on the truck packing the truck. It's more efficient. You got 2 guys in there bringing the boxes out. You got the guy that's on the truck. He never leaves the truck. Once the boxes are in the truck, then those other 2 guys are breaking down furniture, wrapping shit, and they're parlaying the shit to the truck. They just setting it on the edge of the truck. The guy in the truck can move that shit around and pack the truck. You got 2 guys doing a 2-bedroom, then they're doing everything inside. Then they got to come out and do the shit on the truck too, right? And the other guy can't go in because he can't carry the shit by himself. So that slows down the process. 2 bedrooms, mandatory 3 guys.
Okay.
2-bedroom, mandatory 3 guys, period. I don't give a fuck if it's a goddamn first to first, garden to garden. 3 guys, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I've definitely been over exerting myself and my partner. So I need to. Yeah, you're right.
Because you're taking too long. Probably. How long did it take you to do the 2-bedroom?
The first 2-bedroom. Well, I had another guy. Another guy came. But it was like 5 hours. But he had a lot more stuff. You know what I mean? So
that don't mean nothing. That's every customer is going to underestimate. That's just more money. If it takes longer, there's just more time. But you have to plan for that because, first of all, What was that? The second job of the day or the first job?
Second job of the day. The first job was hour. Second
What
job
what 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 what, what was the first job? Was it a studio, a one bed? Was studio? You said it was an hour?
The first job was a 1-bedroom college student. She had like a bunch of boxes, a mattress, and like a frame.
All right. So, and then what was the third job?
The third job went from the first, second. Let me look. See what's gonna pop up. Okay, I remember. The third job was a customer. She just wanted her big items moved. Like she had like 3 dressers,
What was
a
the fourth
5-piece
job?
section. The fourth job, this is the thing. The fourth job, he told us it was a 1-bedroom with about 20 boxes. We get there, it's a 2-bedroom, and he had about 45 boxes.
So which job? So the second and the fourth job underestimated.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
All right. So that happens all the time, especially at the end of the month, because what happens is they're calling people because they waited to the last minute and they're getting turned down. So they'll tell you something to get you to fit them in. And then when you get there, it's something totally different. But you have to plan for that. So if you got one truck, you have to, because you probably were late for that third job. How did you schedule that third job?
Yeah, the third job I was late for. Luckily, it
Right.
was somebody that kind of just knew my mom, and she was like, "It's cool whenever you guys get done."
But what was your window for the third job?
The third job was supposed to start between 12 and 3.
Why would you? How is a third job starting at 12? That's normally the window for the second job. What time are you starting in the morning?
The first job we started at 8.
Okay, so what was the window for the second job?
The second job was supposed to start at 9:30.
How?
Because the first job we already moved her before, so we knew she ain't have nothing.
All right, so here's the thing. You told the second job you'll be there at 9:30, or you gave them a window?
9:30 to like 10:30.
No. You in my Discord?
Nah. How do I get in that?
You mean you download the app, you click the link, and you pick a tier, you pay, and that's where you get in. Because this is your 5th time coming up here, bro. I just you gotta come in the Discord, bro. You don't have to, but I just feel like, nah, bro, your windows is off. Like, I don't like your third job, your windows at 12. Ain't no way. A 1-bedroom, I don't give a fuck if you moved them before or not. That's still a 2 to 4 hour window.
Okay.
Your second job, 12 to 3, 12 to 4 arrival window. Your third job, 4 to 6, 4 to 7. Any job after a third one, hey, you already tell them up front. Listen, if you book the fourth job, obviously they booked at the last minute, and you tell them, look, we coming, but I can't give you a window. It's just gonna be after 7. I'm sticking you in at the end, and I don't know what's gonna happen. It's moving. Something's gonna go wrong, and we're gonna get behind 9 times out of 10. Any moving company will tell you that. I can't. The later in the day, the farther the truck is behind. Mm-hmm. There's no way that a last minute job at the end of the day, shit, we might not get there to 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So I remember during the pandemic, I literally got behind on a move because somebody didn't show up. It ended up taking me 9 hours because the other guy that did show up was brand new. So I had 2 more. You remember that, right? So I had 2 more jobs. I didn't get to the third job till 11:30 at night, and that was fucking the 3rd floor. You see what I'm saying?
The 2 people?
It was 2 people.
How many bedrooms?
It was a 1-bedroom.
But still,
but starting it, my first job was rough because that was where I needed the experience of the guy that called off because the other guy was new, right? And it was a long carry, and then they moved into a duplex, and then a lot of the shit went in the basement. It was an ignorant Karen. She overstuffed and overpacked the boxes, so every single box was like she packed books in large boxes instead of small book boxes. She put books in large fucking boxes. and then all that shit went to the basement. So, you know, I'm worn after that move because I'm pretty much doing that move pretty much by myself. The second move, you know, was tough. Then by the time I got to the third move, it's like I couldn't stand them up because it was the first of the month. Who else they gonna call last minute on the first? So I get there at 11:30, and that's a fucking third floor. To a third.
Yo, I already know.
So it's summertime. I'm fucking drenched in sweat. Now it's dark. Mosquitoes tearing my ass up. You see what I'm saying? So
that's what we did actually. It was his last job. That last job was, I think, it was maybe it was a second to the second, but I think it was a third to a third floor.
Yeah. So and that's what I'm saying. And those are the ones that those third to thirds are the ones where a lot of companies will not take or abandon the day of, right? And those are the ones that you have to really vet out, especially if you take them at the last minute, and especially if it's the end of the month. I would charge a premium on top of it because, listen, I'm already beat. If you calling me, especially if I'm on the truck, yeah, I'll come do it because I ain't leaving nothing on the table, but I'm beat. If you want me to come start a move at 11 at night, then shit, for third to third, I'm looking at $400-500 an hour because I'm already charging $300 an hour for a third to third.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Third to a third is $300 an hour, easy, $100 a man.
So what if somebody call you? Say it's like the 29th or 30th. They call you the day before for a move the next day. Would you charge them extra? Or how would you go about that?
I would probably turn it down. You call me the 29th for the 30th. My 30th has been booked for about a month and a half.
Yeah. What about like before?
So if they beg and please, and that's when I look. I can give me a second. Yo, I start calling my crews. Y'all got 3 tomorrow. I got somebody who last minute. This is the scope of the job. What y'all want to do? I'm gonna give you $50 an hour. I'm gonna give you $60 an hour. Yeah, we'll take it because I'm already going to incentivize them for taking it. I'm just gonna pass that on to a customer. Look, it's a third to a third. We charge $300 an hour, $100 a man. Third to a third, it's premium because it's after 7, so it's $400 an hour. What you want to do? If they take it, then we gone. If they don't, then fuck it. I'm not taking it.
Okay. And what's that app? What's the name of the app for the Discord?
Discord.
Oh, Discord app. Yeah, I'm about to download. So I download it and like, what do I put your name in it?
The link is at the bottom of this video. Just go down to the bottom of this video and just click on Discord. That'll give you the invite. So if you in this live stream, just scroll down, or any video, just scroll down and then click the link for the Discord.
All right. But that was my main question for the day, man. So what's the way to alleviate that? Or is that just something that kind of, like, is it more questions I gotta ask? Should I do more in person? I mean, it's gonna be hard to do in person when it's 4 or 5 days before the job.
You have to ask questions. Like your pitch gonna take some time to. I've done some pitches on the channel. Like, I don't know if you watch that content. It's gonna take you a while to fully master your pitch. One of the ways you're gonna master it is by knowing your market. As the longer you're in business, the more buildings you're gonna be in. If you call me and my market, you telling me you're moving from the John Hancock building, right, which is a residential and commercial building, and let's say you move into like Lake Point Tower, all right, I'm already familiar with both of those buildings. So once you tell me what you got, I'm gonna tell you the scope of the building. I know the John Hancock building is 95 floors. I know the first 44 floors are commercial. I know it's 2 elevators. The truck got to go through security. That's 30 minutes. We ain't getting down in that building until we go through security. That's 30 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Once we get down, they give us a dock. Boom. They got to come give us the elevator. We got to load the shit onto an elevator, go to the 44th floor, unload that elevator, walk that shit down the hall to another elevator, load that elevator, and then go up to the residential units. I know that. That's all time consuming. So I can sell the customer there. Oh, you going to Lake Point Tower? It's a similar situation. A very strict building. You see what I'm saying? A very strict building. Or we could go to, let's say, Grandin, Ohio building. I know it's a Jewel Osco, a grocery store at the bottom of that building. I've been in that building. The customer doesn't know. I can give them a window of how long it's going to take. And they'll be like, why? It's well, because the building you're moving into, there's a Jewel at the bottom level. So we have to go through the dock. We have to load that elevator, go up, unload that elevator, take it to another elevator that's going to go residential. All that shit take. Really? That's the process? Yeah, we gotta load an elevator, go down, unload that elevator, take it to another elevator, and then load that elevator, go up to residential. That's going to consume a bunch of time. And you see what I'm saying? So when I'm talking to the customer, because I'm well versed in the industry and because I've been in damn near every single fucking building probably in this city, right? I can give them more of an estimate. And I know I can feel them out better. I'm already overestimated because I know people accumulate shit, but I'm also understand the logistics of the move out and the move in business because I'm knowledgeable on the buildings.
Yeah.
So my pitch to a customer is I'm going to include that because I'm also trying to sell them on my knowledge that I'm well versed as far as, you know, the building that they're moving out of. So because that what that shows them is that I'm familiar with the building. I know what I'm talking about. So that lowers their guard and they feel more comfortable.
And right? Adds more value to it.
Adds more. So you call me first thing I'm gonna say, thanks for calling so blah blah blah. How may I help you? Okay, I got a 1-bedroom. I'm moving from John Hancock and I'm moving to the Grand Ohio building. I got 1-bedroom. I got, you know, an average for 1-bedroom, a queen size bed, dresser, 2 nightstands, chest, sofa, love seat, end table, some lamps, about 30 boxes, small computer desk, 1 TV, blah, 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 blah. All right, that move to them may take 2 hours because most people who don't move, they think elevator buildings are faster, which they're slower, right? So I'm gonna tell that customer, based on the buildings that you're moving in, we're looking at 3 to 5 hours. Why? It's just a 1-bedroom. Well, and I got an elevator. I'm moving out of the elevator. Well, ma'am, unfortunately, elevators take longer than walk-ups. How? It's no stairs. That's the thing. We have to unload the shit from your unit, walk it down the hallway. You may stay in the corner unit. The freight elevator may be way down on the other end. You may stay in the corner unit. It may be a courtway building where you stay in the corner unit at the end. I got to walk a block down and then another block, turn the corner, and then that's where the freight elevator. And then when I get down 40, 50 flights, I got to maybe walk another quarter of a mile through the freight area or wherever the elevator takes me to where the truck is parked on the dock, right? Yeah, the commute from this building to this building may only be 5 or 10 minutes, but then now I got to go to this building and I got to deal with 2 elevators. I got to deal with a long carry. We're touching this shit twice. We got to unload it from the apartment to the elevator, load the elevator. Then we have to unload the elevator to the truck and then the reverse on the other end. I'm explaining all this shit to the customer in comparison to if you lived on the 3rd floor, even though it's 3 flights, we're taking that shit straight out the apartment, straight into the truck. We only got to touch it once versus loading it, putting it on the 4-wheeler, pushing it down the hallway, stacking the freight elevator, going down 40 flights, unloading the freight elevator, putting it on the 4-wheeler, pushing that shit to the truck, and then load it and then doing the reverse. This is how you sell the customer. This shows the customer you know what the fuck you talking about, and they're not wondering why the job is taking so long when you get there because they're already expecting it because you've educated them on it when you had them on the phone. So yes, if you were moving this little shit from a first to a first or a second to a second or a third to a first in a 10-minute from here to there, yeah, we could probably do it in 2.5 hours. But no, from here to there, even though it's 10 minutes apart, it's going to take us 2.5 hours just to load this shit up because of the logistics of the building. You see what I'm saying? And the same thing on the flip coin. So I'm telling the customer all this shit, and I'm schooling them and I'm selling them all at the same time.
So on average, how long would your phone calls last? Average, I know it's different.
10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
because the more you become well versed, the quicker you are with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, because if you get volume, like when I'm at peak, bro, especially this time of the month, the phone ringing back to back to back to back to back. So you got to close the deal as quick as possible so you can get on the phone with some of these other people, right?
Mhm.
And so you have to close it. So it's like a pitch. It's the same pitch over and over and over and over again. Only thing that differentiates is going to be when you're selling them based on the scope and or the logistical setting of the buildings that you're either coming out of or into. So,
Okay.
and
So
you
with your
have to be quick. You got to be quick. You can't be like you got to
Yeah.
have this script down. So you got to have your numbers down. So when they call, you can be like, look, okay, so boom, based on what you told me, you're going to need 3 guys. Well, I only need 2. Unfortunately, man, you're going to need 3 guys. 3 guys is going to be $150 an hour with a 2-hour minimum. Plus, there's going to be a $150 truck fee. The reason why you're going to need 3 guys is because to make the move more efficient, there's going to be a guy that's going to be packing the truck, right? And that guy's going to stay down in the truck. He's also going to serve as a form of security. So that way, you know, things tend to grow legs nowadays with everything that's going on in the city. That way, this guy's down there. These guys are going to be packing, wrapping, bringing the stuff down. That guy's going to be on the truck, packing the truck. So that way, this supply chain keeps rolling. So if I send 2 guys, once those 2 guys go down, both of those guys have to pack the truck because one guy can't come up and carry this big heavy shit, the bigger shit by himself. So that way this shit keeps moving and there's a guy down at the truck steady packing the truck. Same thing on the unload.
Okay. Yeah, that was my main question though.
So yep. That's it, big dog.
Yeah, that's it. Appreciate you.
All right, bro. Make sure you join the Discord, bro. I ain't answering no more questions for you unless you join the Discord. All right.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yep. All right, man. I'm cooked. I'm fried, bro. I done answered everybody's questions for the past 3.5 hours, and extensively. So I'm tired. My brain is fried. All right. Appreciate everybody. I think I got all the super chats. Paul said, yeah, he got to go to the Discord. It's his 10th time. But, you know, shout out to him because he's one of the people that he's probably called up 5 or 6, 7 times. He doesn't hesitate to call up to get information, and that's why he's seeing the results. You see, if he's up to 3, 4 jobs a day, that's good. I remember when he called up the first time and he was excited, and he called up the second time and he was like, man, I ain't got no jobs. And then I questioned him, found out he increased his price like a lot of people do. And I said, no, go down. Remember? And I was like, what are you charging? I said, no, go down to 90. He was like, 90 for real? He's like, why 90? I said, bro, go down to $90 an hour. Just trust me. Then he called back up the third time. Bro, you the GOAT, man. I'm booking so many jobs now. Man, bro, just listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. All right? So, yeah, shout out to him, though. You know, I like the fact that he's proactive and he calls up. He's not ashamed. But, yeah, it's time for him he going to have to kick back. I don't think he ever gave no super chat or nothing. He going to have to kick something back in the kitty. You dig what I'm saying? He going to have to kick something back in the kitty. All right, I'm tired. My head hurt. I'm old. I'm finna go get something to eat. Peace.